Look at us. Oh, fail. Jason fail. Look at the guys.
Oh wow.
We pull behind the curtain and you see what's going on here. I'll fix that in a second. Or maybe I won't. I kind of like it. No, I'll fix it. Let's
Whoa.
minimize
Oh,
that.
I'm
And then you see
scared.
that the terrible background again.
I'm so scared.
And let's get us all launched in the game. And then I'll put the map up. The map up.
Map up.
I'll map
Map
up.
up.
It's kind of how you say makeup. Mac up.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, sure.
You never said makeup like mac up?
No.
No.
I just assume that you always are saying mac up, Anthony.
I say makeup a lot, so yeah, he might be right.
Yeah, exactly. It tracks. It makes sense to me. Ooh, you guys, there's some shipwrecks. All right, we are.
That shark's on the wrong side. There's dead harpies.
I can't change the back layer. The shadowy, visage of a shark is set in place on this map. It is a technical limitation of art that is not moving art.
You could
Air?
print screen.
How do you say
then,
that?
drag it over.
Oh my gosh, you are so difficult, Anthony. Is this what it's like to live with me?
I'm just trying to help you. I really am.
And that's how I justify it too. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Courtney. This is what it's like. It must be impossible. I need to hug my wife.
Pretty much.
Because she deserves all the hugs after having to deal with me. All right, so let's turn on Clovis's picture of shame here. The shame picture. Shame.
Thank
He's got
you,
a good
Anthony.
one. Oh yeah, I'm redeeming potions. I think there's still
Clovis.
one more that can be purchased, but all of us have
Yeah,
potions now.
But you got to remember,
Don't be like Jake.
Jake's just gonna come in here and wreck it,
Don't be like.
like Ralph.
Jake wanted to help, I hope.
He did, I'm sure. I don't think he knew what he was doing. I think that it was genuinely like oopsie daisy. Or at least that's what I like to believe. Maybe I'm being just naive. So, how is week number 742 for everybody of this quarantine?
I love it.
Yeah,
I worked in
I
my
have to work until halfway through May.
I am using sick leave. That's great.
that's not bad.
Just for the record, I've been quarantining 2 weeks longer than you Maryland people.
Is it 2 weeks or 1 week longer? I thought you were 1 week.
It's like a year, okay?
Oh yeah, it adds up real quick.
Yeah, it's got zero impact on my life. Although I did work in my jammies today, and
Yeah?
then got dressed to come here.
Oh,
I'm glad you dressed up. Thank you.
you dressed up.
I'm in jammies.
You dressed up real nice. This is what I wore to work. I have my a trusty hoodie and a t-shirt, and I'm wearing sweats. It's also been what I've been wearing to work for the last 6.5 months, though. So it hasn't
No
changed.
change.
Different pairs, I'm hoping.
No. I hope it's the same one.
That's your
It's
assumption,
right?
Yeah, no, I mean, Ilana
Basically,
has
it's
to
the
like
basement to
peel them
himself.
off of me from time to
Ugh.
time. They're like a chair. So that's just the noise they make. Yeah, it's been a good week for us. I bought a lawnmower. That was exciting. I mowed the lawn
Wow.
with said lawnmower.
Yeah.
And those are the highlights for me. So
Crazy. That's
I
wild, man.
fixed a lawnmower.
there you go.
I- some mice had built it, like over the winter. Some mice had built a nest because I had disturbed it. It says karma in a way, I guess.
That's on you.
Because in a way it was because the mice had built a nest in the corner of the shed, and we had disturbed that nest and cleared it out, and so they rebuilt their nest in the engine and chewed their way through some of the components. So I had discovered what the broken mouse chewed upon components were and replaced them, and that was the highlight of my. So getting a machine back to functioning again, I have fulfilled like my manhood quotient for the year, and I can go back to being a sniveling beta male.
Yeah, that's impressive. I gotta say, like, that probably took some time and effort, and kudos to you. I took the easy way out and bought a new lawnmower because I did the very minimal things that I was like, I can check these things quickly to see if these are the problems with this particular small motor, and outside of that, that's about as useful as I am. So I checked those things, and it was none of those things. It had gas in it. So I went out and bought a new mower. no, I bled the line to make sure there was no air in it, and I made sure that it was clean through, and it was making a sound when I would pull the string that I had never heard a lawnmower make, and it was just okay. I think that maybe something's roached in there. So who knows?
I think we need to hear what that sound was, Jason.
Well,
Did you record it? Can
No.
you give us
It's not.
No,
what I'm
this
after.
is this is the real emasculating thing. You make them make the noise, like when you go to the mechanic and you're like, it's making this sound like a chair, and they're like, can you make that sound again? And you have to do it. Yeah, so
that must be the highlight of their lives.
it is, and they know every single time someone like me walks in, they're like, oh, we're getting a noise out of this one. It's some real Foley work. It was actually, it's almost like the absence of a noise, which is scarier, because you expect when you pull the cord that you would get like the spinning of the flywheel and like the what you expect to hear when you pull it. And now the resistance had been reduced from like some resistance to essentially it feels like you're pulling a cord that isn't really attached to anything. It's still attached. There is some resistance, but it's so minimal. And there's no spinning. The flywheel doesn't catch when you pull.
Yeah.
It's just it sounds like something been busted in there. However, we wanted to go electric in the first place instead of going gas, and this was a year in the making, because it actually broke right at the end of last year. So it wasn't like I had left it in the shed with gas in the line and it froze over and broke the block, or like all the things that you would think, oh, that's probably how Jason broke it. It wasn't any of those. So booyah. Let me see here. I want to change my lighting a little bit. I want to make it a little bit brighter, because I think I was futzing with my my lights. God bless you.
Oh dang! I didn't make it to the mute button in time. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That is like a human function. That's
It's
acceptable.
better than Anthony forcing out a belch.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean about forcing. They happen. I just add to them.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Uh-huh.
Sure,
Yeah.
Ant. Oh, why did my screen go blue there? That was interesting. So let's see if this light thing works. It should. Where's my light thingy? Come on, light thingy. Sorry, I know this is thrilling everybody. Yeah, I just
So
feel like
dark.
I'm a little bit dark.
You look tan.
Yeah? Sweet. What about now? Am I
Yeah,
blown out?
Just
If I go like all the way up?
Oh, you're white boy now.
And see, I
you're-
can go
Oh
super.
jeez.
you're like yellow now. Oh god.
Yeah, I can go like really, really
got a
like
Simpsons look.
orange.
Yeah. Okay, Homer.
No.
He's got too much hair to be Homer.
Yeah, that's a
fair.
good point. All right.
Or Sideshow Bob. We'll go Sideshow Bob.
Anthony
That's
used to get
Anthony.
Sideshow Bob a lot. He's a very
Called him that in
sideshow
high
Bob.
school a lot.
Yeah.
Why? Why you gotta bring up old wounds? Let's just play the game.
Hey, at least they
That's just
called.
fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's something. All right. We're gonna go 50% because I feel like that's about where I want the light. Oh, another exciting thing. Ryan, I did end up ordering that drawing tablet that I was bandying about getting, and it'll be delivered.
So you can make a shark shadow now. Is that what I'm hearing?
Not.
Do you want me to go hit him for you?
No, no.
I appreciate it. I think it's good.
Well, no, it will. It'll be delivered in roughly like 19 months. So, thank you, coronavirus. So yeah, when that gets here, I'll be doing some more fun art stuff, and I'm going through drawabox.com because I think that I want to get better at arting, and I want that
Arting is a
draw.
great thing to
True.
get better at.
Huh? What was that, Ryan?
Arting is a great thing to get better at.
Yeah, I agree, and I appreciate Drawbox because first off, it's free. Free is really nice, and I think the thing I like about it most is that a whole bunch of people say it's really tough to actually do, and when somebody tells me something's difficult to do, I really want to do it. To just say that I did it and they couldn't or whatever. I don't know. It's a weird sickness. So I'm gonna go through that and and yeah, so it's been fun though. It's a fundamentals course, so it's like all about like just training your muscles and not necessarily drawing the things you want to draw, but drawing the things that you need to understand why you're drawing in the first place. So all fundamentals, no fun. They take the fun out of fundamentals. That's their tagline, or it should be if it's not. It's not, but it should be. Okay, so we should probably play some D&D because we didn't get to play any last week when Ryan's game got canceled. And by we, I mean just Ryan and I. You guys got to play when we played on Monday.
Why'd you cancel your game?
Because I
Coronavirus.
had worked late, and my wife said, you need to spend some time with your family. And I said, you're
Oh.
probably right. It's amazing. I like quarantined, and I still managed to like avoid spending time with my family. So I had a lot of really quality family time. It was nice.
It's talent right there.
I read a lot of the book The Use of Weapons with Amelie, which is I think an impressive feat because it is a messed up book. It's one of the darkest books ever. I'm just kind of like reading the light half of it, so kind of like skipping half of it, and even that is like I feel like there's so much drug use and sex and all kinds of just messed up stuff. I'm like, oh wait, no.
Wait, what's this book called again?
The
Sounds
Use of Weapons.
Real family friendly. Cool.
It's some of it's really funny.
Family friendly, he said, not funny. Amelie is his. How old is she?
10.
10-year-old daughter.
Oh, okay.
That's how. Yeah. It's a perfect
I don't
book for a
know.
10-year-old.
Really.
Did Bennett
Really
read it
real
when he
coming
was
of age.
8 or 9? When did he get indoctrinated?
He hasn't read that one. I couldn't let someone just like read it on their own. It needs heavy vetting,
Yeah.
line by line vetting, pretty much.
Well, that's been the case for me with The Hobbit. There's been a couple lines where I'm reading it, and although they're not, they're just words that I'm like, we're gonna give a synonym right now because synonym is delicious. It's the spice of life. Synonym.
Yeah.
You're missing an opportunity to build vocabulary, though.
It is, but the specific word was not a word that is used in the same way nowadays, and I didn't want to have to explain that to them, so I didn't.
The only gay.
Yeah, let your mind wander on that one. Just yeah. So, who wants to give the recap? Because I can't say it on
Michael.
I can't say it on the stream either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's not a good
Just
word.
type it into Skype. Just...
No.
You can't say recap on
No, the recap I can say. I can say the recap. Let's see. Oh, I can't bring that up. I can't do it in Skype. Sorry. I was going to try, but it just brings up your guys' picture on my other screen. And then people would see what I typed in, and that would defeat the purpose. We'd have effectively defeated the purpose. We don't want to do
Oh, that's my favorite part.
that. I know.
Yeah, we don't all have like a group text on our phone or anything.
I'm so sorry. Do we?
It's okay.
That's smart.
There's Discord. I think you said you made a channel, right?
Yeah.
Not important.
Yeah.
We should
no,
probably
it's really not important.
get going.
True. I
All right.
don't know.
So, let's go kill Orc. Right? Somebody gonna give me a recap so we can go killing?
Am I getting voluntold? Is that what's up?
No,
Yeah.
you know what? I think that the only person that shouldn't be allowed to give it, if you have inspiration, you can't give it.
Ooh.
In fact, and if you have inspiration, you can't give it. If nobody steps up, everybody that's there gets disadvantage. How about that?
Wow.
How about them
That's
apples? They're
Why
sour.
you gotta make the shy people talk?
Because
Okay. I can add. This is gonna be like the Cliff Notes version.
that's what it
so
is.
we-
That's what I want.
we left from town to go to the lighthouse because we heard a bunch of ships were crashing there,
Check.
and we were hoping to look into that. By the time we got to the lighthouse, it was relatively uneventful on the way there. We actually made really good time.
Mhm.
We ended up sleeping the night, and then we met a crab, Mr. Krabby.
Mr. Crab. Yeah.
Mr. Crab.
Mr. Krabs.
He was surprisingly kind, very helpful, very informative. He told us about the orc that is making a weird heartbeat sound coming from the lighthouse, and it is throwing out a green light, which isn't quite right for a lighthouse, and it's causing ships to crash instead of warning them that there is in fact danger. We also pass by a lady ghost. I can't recall her name, but we need to get a trinket that the orc has taken from her that keeps her locked pretty much where she is. And some harpies made Court and I fall, Beatrice and Kair, down a little cliff, and we killed them kindly. And
But not
now
with kindness. You just
no,
killed
but we
them
did
kindly.
we did kindly kill them.
That's good.
And it wasn't. Wait.
And we
Did-
jumped
did,
in the waters. Did person who can't give the recap what?
I was just wondering, did Kair use cutting words
No,
during the
Kair
battle?
did not.
Oh, Clovis. I'm sorry. Did Clovis use cutting words? Because Clovis has cutting words. Kair does not.
Maybe.
Correct. He may have.
Okay.
Um,
So we might have been killing them softly with this word.
Word.
Yeah.
He
and-
definitely had
and
a vicious mockery in there. So
yeah,
Yeah.
and we
works.
cut it a little early because we I think we cut like 10 or 15 minutes early because we wouldn't have time to get everything rolling, and then stopping right then and there wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. So, and here we are.
So
And
you-
good news, guys, I was able to shoot things and actually hit.
Yeah,
both of our rangers were able to
the
shoot
Rangers
things.
actually did some killing.
They brought their dice. They're virtual dice. They're not actual dice. Yeah, that was a perfectly acceptable recap, Anthony. That was fine. Why were
was
you?
beautiful.
All right,
Why not step up to the plate more often? I think that you did a great
because
job.
1 out of 10 times is enough for me
But there
on
are
session 10.
5 of you.
Yeah, well, I know.
Uh-huh.
Court's gonna be about 1 out of 20, I imagine, if we're lucky.
Courtney is the shy.
You guys make it
Um,
so easy.
Yeah.
Um,
So I get inspiration.
you certainly do, and I'll add it to
Yeah.
your thingamajigger here. Let's see. And yeah, that's gonna be a move going forward. So if you have inspiration already,
You
you're
can't.
not gonna be able to do it.
So Anthony's just gonna hoard it.
Yeah, I'm never using that
Yeah,
again.
we'll just never use it. No one has to go.
Yeah, once all of us have it, what are you gonna do, Jay?
If you have it, I can just redeem 1,000 points and take it
Oh,
off.
to,
That's
to
not,
move it away
that's
from Rand.
not
Oh,
difficult
yes.
for me to do. All right, Kair, there we go. Boom, inspiration. So you got, and this is unfair, and I'll get better at it. I promise. You guys remind me when you use a potion or a advantage die to remove it from your screen. So because we're using that as the tracking for both of those things, whether or not you're tracking them also. If it comes down to it and you're like, no, I swear I have a potion, I'm gonna be like, well, it sure doesn't look like you have a potion up there. And if you don't have one there, then you don't have one. If you don't get it, you don't get it, as they say
Alright.
about the Washington Post. Okay, cool. So to me, that was a totally acceptable rundown. I think the only thing you missed is maybe do you happen to remember what Mr. Krabs offer for repayment for doing this
Oh, yeah, he
wonderful
was gonna
deed was?
check one of the 5 shipwrecks.
That's
for us.
right. So you know,
And there's a shark.
there's at least a shark.
At least, yeah.
I believe his name is Daggermaw.
Yeah.
And he bad boy. The elf banshee the banshee that you've met, her name is Miral, Miraal, if you care to remember.
You're all.
But if you just call her Banshee Lady, that's fine. She's not going to make a whole bunch unless she becomes a fan favorite. I don't know that she's coming back in another one. But I guess I did make a voice for her, which I'd have to remake because
Oh my god.
I didn't.
Oh, it was a one time.
Well, I just kind of quickly like made a, you know, we should probably have that ready to go, huh? Let's see. I think I did like gender a little that way, pitch a little bit that way, echo
God.
up a little bit, and reverb, and then
Oh, you put
How
so
is
much
this?
echo in there.
Yeah, I think that was about
That's
it.
pretty close.
That's like a gnome lady. Okay.
Yeah, it works.
Are we not? Okay. What do you want? More?
Oh god, I think that was it. I think that was
I
it.
think you got it.
I think that was it right there.
nailed it in 2. Easy peasy. Did you get rid of the inspiration option? Yes, it is disabled, but I can re-enable it at any moment. The reason it's disabled right now is because I have it running through some logic that is supposed to ping a percentage, and award it based on what the random roll is for that percentage, and that portion of it is breaking, and I have to look at the logic and fix it. And I didn't do it this last week, so that's why it's still off.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt by asking about it. So
Yeah, no, you can interrupt away. I'm also probably just because Courtney, you have 1 billion points. I'm probably going to make the potions a lot more expensive, or make it so there are some larger ticket item thing redemptions, so it can bleed away your points. And then
I'll buy a magic item for like 10k points. I'll
Well,
buy a magic
that's-
item for 27,000
I only
points
have
actually.
9.5k.
Oh, that's all.
I got
Buying
way
potions.
more.
Yeah, I've been buying potions.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
buys
6
like
grand.
3
Yeah.
for everyone.
Then it's been working. That's great. Then that means I can add in stuff that is for 25,000 real soon.
Oh,
I'll make
That's
sure
fine.
that
I can buy some.
for 100,000.
damn.
I have 100,000 points in somebody else's channel. This is not important. All right, so, so yeah, you have been told by Mr. Krabs that if you are able to give his master, peace, rest, then you will be awarded by telling him which ship you want to go scavenge, and he will bring back whatever goodies. And I can tell you from the DM standpoint, that means you get to avoid at least one chance at not facing sharks in the water while trying to navigate whatever those waters may hold. So choose wisely. when the time comes, you got to do the deed first, because there's a good thing in one of those places. So you guys are all on this plateau, overlooking, or about to go into lighthouse, and you do see above you there is the beacon of the green glow that has been, from what you've surmised from other people, drawing in ships, which seems counterintuitive to what a lighthouse would do. So you're thinking maybe it has some kind of a weird magical oddness to it. So let me go ahead and move the doors and allow you to go inside of them, and that's on the dynamic lighting thing here. I'll slide the door over. Slowly the door opened. Zip. Actually, I can probably, this will probably open things up for you. So do you guys not see anything on your map still?
I see a door. I can see through the
Yeah.
door.
I
can see through the door.
see through the door, and we're on the cliffs. We see line of sight or fog of war on the
I
cliffs.
can see that.
Okay, so, and you can see the plateau you're on. I thought last week, for
Yeah.
whatever reason, you guys couldn't
No,
see
we-
anything.
We couldn't see like this point. Anything
Okay, well,
past
that's fine.
here.
You shouldn't be able to see that. It's obscured to you. It's down the cliff, and there's light stuff that's happening that makes it so you shouldn't be able to see there. So
The
that
problem was we couldn't see the harpies when they were like on us.
sure, yeah, that's kind of a limitation of that, because the drop there should be obscuring your sight looking down below, as well as when you're coming up, because it's supposed to be kind of like a sheer cliff, but they were floating in front of you, so you should have been able to see them. Okay, cool. I just trying to remember what you could and couldn't see. So you guys are good to go. You take the wheel, and as you move, know that I may say stop, freeze, hold, and you know that Clovis is like, oh, sorry guys, I gotta go take a leak, and he's just peeing off the edge. He's like, oh, go ahead, it might be a long one. I'm gonna turn into grass. So he should be safe out here, but may need to quickly charge
I need
in.
to poop inside.
Yeah, like if it gets serious, he's gonna have to bring it inside for sure.
We agreed Clovis is going to lead the whole time. So
Well, you
I-
may have to wait for another few minutes.
X amount of time.
Then we went into a weekend at Bernie's discussion. We can just weekend at Bernie's him in the front.
Yeah, did you know that dead body it danced on its own? It gave me nightmares.
So you
Poor
heard
Coy.
that part. Hey, listen, I was a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I vote we go inside. Y'all want to
Yeah.
go inside?
I like that, Anthony. Look at you taking the reins.
Oh yeah, let's
This-
go.
You gave
Alright,
you gave a freaking
I stepped inside.
an
Kyr's
update.
leaving. I'm in with Kyr.
All right. Oh, Jay, did you look into the
Wait,
forge
Kyle.
thingy? What's up? What do you need?
Don't you go first. Let somebody else with mithril armor and other shields and stuff go first. Goodness me, you're
Kyra's
gonna get hurt.
Kyra's wearing plate armor, but okay, yeah, you can lead if you want.
What? You wear plate armor?
You
No, he's
gave
wearing
me some
the-
armor.
the
Not
heavy
plate,
armor.
sorry. Heavy
Yeah.
armor, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's it's the same armor. Oh, 'cause you took the armor thing.
You're welcome to lead, Spangle. I won't stop you. You want to go ahead?
Okay. Well, okay.
All right.
But which way are we going, guys?
So you walk into this first room through those double doors, and you can see that this is the foyer to this particular lighthouse.
It's a trap.
It's a 15-foot. The ceilings are 15 feet high. So I guess the stories in this are a little bit higher than your traditional 10-foot ceilings, 12-foot ceilings, and that kind of tracks because it's lighthouse, so let's get up high.
So you would say this is a high fantasy story?
It's very high fantasy.
Or up.
Oh, it is 420 also. Hey, look at that. It's high fantasy, guys. Welcome to High Fantasy Day. That's funny. You probably get that joke out there in Denver, huh, Corbin?
Yeah, it's 6:30 here. No,
Yeah.
we don't.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, you've got there's a dirty window through the south, and you can see the
What-
mast of
what
two
are these
ships
stairs?
through that window.
I think there's stairs
Just
to
to
jump to
the-
your death.
Sooth.
It looks like they go off a cliff, just
Yeah.
from where I'm standing.
That's what I'm thinking. There's stairs to death.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like to me, at least.
I think that's
Maybe
a window.
you should let the DM describe it
Yeah,
first.
that's that dirty window that I literally just described. So
Oh, those look like stairs. Okay.
yeah, no,
Okay.
that one that
A
you can
stair
see out,
window.
that you can see two masts of ships that are busted up outside the back of that dirty window.
Dirty window.
You can see the mast jutting crookedly from the water. Oh, descriptive flowery text.
Ooh.
That's what you got. You can see the two doors that are your options. That is the south door, and that probably goes somewhere. And there's one in the northwest portion of the room.
I vote we go through the south door. Which door would you all like to go to?
Okay.
Okay.
I say I always think it's better to go up, but okay.
Well, we don't know what's up. It's just a door.
It's funny because Anthony's always said it's better to go down.
Ha ha.
Ew, that's your little brother. Ew, ew, that's your husband. Ew. All right, so
I don't want to know that.
you open the door, and oh yeah, PG. I don't know that. Okay.
Dirty DDD.
So the walls of this 15-foot high room are adorned with frescoes that depict ships being tossed on stormy seas, with a dark and terrible god looming over above them and smiling. Set into the west wall is a dirty, salt-encrusted window. A stone altar with lightning bolts carved into it stands against the south wall. A metal rod descends from the ceiling above the altar, splitting in two before it embeds itself into the stone. So that stone box there has two.
With the two little thingies.
Yeah, it's like a single lightning bolt, and then it splits like that,
It's kind of cool.
Like a chair.
like a chair,
So does it look like charred and stuff around the stone, like where it had gone in?
You see what looks like when your car battery needs to be like cleaned, and there's like the acidic corrosion from all the arcing and chemical burning that your batteries do when you don't take care of them. There's like some
know
of
that
that.
one.
There's some of that where the two poles go into the shrine.
Okay.
All right.
So electricity passes through it.
I have a question first. I have an ability called Stone Cunning, and the description of it. Let me see if I can share it. I don't think I can. There we go. That's my thing.
I know what rocks do.
Would it make sense to do that with my rock knowledge on
Rock on!
to rock on?
Yeah, you can rock knowledge it up if you want.
Okay, so I could talk about like on Antiques Roadshow or something like in depth the stone.
Yeah.
On
Oh
420.
my God, Corbin, you totally rock.
Hey!
Dude, that rocks. So do you want to go ahead and give me a stone cutting check? Give me an intelligence history check, and then double your normal proficiency on it.
Is it
Oh,
just
wow.
history?
Yeah.
Like this?
I think it's a history roll with double your proficiency, so it
And
would be a
double
19, I
zero
imagine.
is no, you are not proficient at that, and you have no intelligence. Not in a mean way. I don't mean that you have no intelligence. I mean that
Oh,
you have no intelligence bonus.
I thought proficiency is like static across everyone. Like I thought all of us have X. I think we all have like 2 proficiency bonus until we hit level 5.
Yes, but
right?
that's only when you're proficient at a thing that it gets added onto it. So that proficiency doesn't get added onto any of those skills unless they have the little bubble next to them. So,
Oh,
but
bummer.
I'll say that with a 15, regardless, even though you are not proficient at history checks. So this is just something to consider. When you So let me reread this, make sure. You are considered proficient in history skill and add double the proficient. So yeah, you go ahead. So you would add your whatever your proficiency is to it, and then double it. For
But yeah, on my character sheet, proficiency bonus too.
okay.
No?
So yeah, you would go ahead and add that in there. So it would be 7. You would have 19. But you got it with the 15 regardless. Sorry, that's why I wanted to reread the stone cutting thing.
Got it.
That's cool.
So so you know that this god that's depicted here is indeed Talos, the god of storms, the evil god of storms, the god of evil storms.
Oh my.
So he's no good. He's bad news bears, man.
It's a baddie.
You wouldn't want to tussle with Talos, but maybe somebody that worships him, you could fight with that. That's what you glean from your wonderful stone cutting.
Stone cutting.
Stone cutting.
What a name.
You gotta whisper it. Stone cutting.
Stone cutting. Yeah. So, and then you from that, just because I'll say that there's stone involved with it, you definitely recognize that altar is like a powering, channeling altar to Talos. That you would guess is used in some some Talosy rituals. That's solid information.
Thank you.
Mr. DM.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. How may I help you? Let me paint you a picture.
No.
I hope that tablet
keep
takes a long
going.
time to arrive.
Take
Okay.
the question back.
Does the does Talos? So you say it's an evil god. Like, is that would my god straight up be like, an opposition with the god of health and healing and such be the goddess of life? Would that be in direct opposition? Is that like? I'm not sure if I would have like the motivation to like destroy an altar to an evil god if she's like, well, we don't like him, but it's not our thing.
You're more in the we don't like him, it's not our thing. If you were a Tempest domain cleric, then this would be legit up your alley of like, nah, man,
Break it.
those guys, I don't
Right.
like them at all.
Those jerks.
Yeah, but it's not. There's evil in the world, and you guys, that is just a fact of life, unfortunately. So this is not one that's in direct opposition to you. He's just
Okay.
a evil god of storms, not actually the god of evil storms. So
Okay, that's an important distinction.
it is. It really is. Commas and all that, and emphasis. It's really important. So
Thanks for the clarification.
the
Appreciate it.
clarification.
Krypton.
Ha
We're here
Funny.
all week, folks. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and take the offline screen away from Clovis because I believe he's logging
Looks like
in.
he's popping on.
I guess I can leave it on.
Heyo.
Until
Yep.
present.
Don't jump the gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I was so early there. You guys almost stalled long enough to have him do the intro. That was
We
impressive.
tried.
We're
We really
close.
did.
We're
We tried.
really
Next
trying
time.
hard.
I'm
Next
Like
time.
you saw through us or
So-
something.
That's talent,
Um,
guys.
Now that we know what that altar is, do you guys want to move on to the next door? Or does anyone want to do anything with the altar?
I guess I'm not going to trash it, but Spangle Luxie will say like a little prayer. Dear goddess, please help Talos to make better choices in life and help his followers do the same. Amen.
That's very
All
nice.
right.
Is
That's
there
what-
any gesture that you do with that?
You're about to start up a ritual. You better be careful.
Oh, we got Clovis. Hold on. Clovis is no longer offline. So Spangle, is there any of the like gesture that you do with that, or is it just
Oh.
speaking words?
No, I mean, no other gestures
Gesture?
were involved.
Like a hand gesture?
Are there any
Please do
PG
not.
or below gestures that you do with this
Thumbs down.
particular prayer that you just said over this altar?
No, just head bowed. And talking to the goddess, not this guy. So yeah.
Okay. And
Hey, guys.
Clovis, how was that
Hola.
urination? You relieved yourself over the cliff for quite
We
some
thought
time.
you had to pee real bad. You need water.
I'm dehydrated. I feel very dehydrated.
It's like you've drank as much water as I've drank and will undoubtedly have to take 7 breaks in this next 2 hours.
Is it a break right now? Is that what's
I
going to
think
happen?
we're on a break right now. We can't keep talking about water and expect me not to pee. What the hell, guys? Come on. You know
Oh my
this.
Goodness, Clovis! It took the sea is twice as foamy now as it was before. I was planning on dipping my feet. It's disgusting.
Listen,
I'm scared with
and-
the sharks.
Blood and
I-
urine. It's just, but it's all from Clovis, both of them. It's just you've just got a problem. So I'll catch you up here, Clovis. The party is in a room overlooking the other side of the ocean, looking into the ocean. There is an altar that seems to be dedicated to the god Talos, the god of storms, the evil god of storms, not the god of evil storms. There's two. It's a lightning bolt like kind of looking piece of metal that it seems coming down from the ceiling, through the ceiling down into the altar, and it splits off at the end just like a chair, and then into the block of stone. So there we go. We're all caught up.
All right. Thank you.
We
It's-
stalled.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of stalling.
We
Talked
walked through 2
very
doors.
slowly.
It's like Jay saw right through us.
They really didn't want to give the update. I've never seen people resist it so willingly.
I
So-
see. Corbin is in this room, and that's basically it.
We stepped 10 feet.
Yeah, they went to the next room too, to the south.
While I was there, did I see a Dagger Maul, that scary shark?
No, but there do seem to be shadowy bodies moving through the waters. You don't know what they are.
Ooh, okay. That's
We're not
scary.
going swimming.
Well, I vote we go to this next door.
South?
Everyone cool with that? Correct.
Yeah, let's go south.
I think I guess I'll open the door. I think you gotta open the door, but
Anthony
oh,
always goes down.
That means.
it looks like we're
So-
looking across the cliffside.
All right, so yeah, you guys walk into this seems to be the ledge where those harpies had made their eyrie, and there's a small little like nest over in the west corner, just on the ledge that has like 4 eggs in it, and
There's
they're
harpy eggs.
just
Kind of hungry.
Babies.
Breakfast.
Oh.
I'm
Gosh.
gonna take some. There's just harpies are gonna be born without their mommies. I'm going to put the eggs gently into my purse.
That's very
Oh.
very nice of you.
I imagine they're like ostrich sized. They gotta be, right?
They're
Harpies are big.
large, yeah. You're in a good situation of them breaking if you are not super duper careful with, like, even just one is going to be if you get jostled or knocked down or fall prone, it is likely that it is going to crack. And I mean, you can't make an omelet without cracking some eggs. So I guess if you are thinking breakfast, then that's fine and gross.
But I'll grab one so Spangle doesn't have to have all 4.
3, 4. Did I
3.
say 4?
Yeah,
You said 4.
but
Sure.
no big deal.
Okay. No, there are 4 of them.
I'll take one too, but I wanted to check out. Did you guys check out this altar? Hey guys, did you check out this
Yes.
altar? You've examined it, and then is there any weird blood?
Are you examining it?
I mean, yeah, I'll roll to examine it.
How
I mean,
would
you guys.
What would you do
I mean,
to
I'm-
examine it? I want you to describe to me what
I'm
you would do to examine
so
it.
I walk up to it and I kind of like stare at it and I'm like, huh. And like, I'm like, you know, when you check under your desk for gum because gum is delicious.
Ugh, yeah,
Bah,
obviously.
Well,
why? Why?
and so I kind of start patting the underneath of it, like around the edges to see if there's like any, you know, any like gum and or like you know like triggers you can push in.
So as your hand comes in contact with the altar, you feel a surge of power like you've never felt before. Like electricity arcs from one hand, that the one that's touching the altar, all the way through your body to the other hand, and actually like you see you're not, the other hand is nowhere near the altar, but it makes
Gotcha.
enough like an arc between the two.
Coronavirus.
And you actually like you see the connection from all 5 of your fingers. I'm assuming you have 5 fingers. Do you have all 5 fingers? I don't
We
want to.
never established that.
Yeah,
You might have 4.
We haven't talked
No.
about how many fingers everybody has. So
I have 5 fingers
only 5? Oh God, what happened to the
happened to
other
the other
hand?
on each hand.
Oh, thank God. So 15 fingers altogether, right? Does that not track? Okay. So you've got your 10 fingers for now. We'll revisit that.
Does my hair stand up like when I'm touching those things?
Yes,
like the...
you do the full like the touching the ball thing. It's so funny. There's a goof there. You know the balls I'm talking about. So your hair stands up and there's an arc of like lightning that just charges through your 5 fingers, and you look like the Emperor from Star Wars, and you're like, ah! And you like, your face gets super old for a moment while it's happening.
and I'm like, curse those rebels.
Strike him down. And so you're like, you feel infused with this power, and you actually gain the charm of the storm. So you have a boon on you for for as long as you choose, and your within your body
boon?
resides the strength of Talos and the storm, and you can on command choose up to 3 times to cast lightning bolt at level 3.
Lightning bolt.
So you can.
I feel very strange, guys. Like I feel a lot of energy. We got to go back. I got to play my gig right now.
Yeah, seriously. So you could totally rock on right now. So just, I mean, I believe you have a player's handbook, so you can look this up. But I believe that lightning bolt at 3rd level is 68 damage.
8d6.
8d6,
on a failed save,
60.
or half as much on a successful.
So 8d6.
And it lights stuff on fire.
If you so choose, yeah.
It's like, is it a straight line? I forget.
A stroke
I'll look-
lightning forming
I'll
a
look
line
it
of
up.
100 feet. Yeah.
I'll
So
look it up.
you've got badass super magic awesomeness now because you were brave enough to investigate it and touch it.
And I'm like,
Yeah. You're very much like that. Like there is like sparks and like static that is just kind of crackling off of your body. You're very much Goku leveling up to 9,000. About to take on
Over
Frieza.
9,000.
Well, let's not go
Over
crazy.
9,000.
He's only 4th level.
Whoa! I stumble back. Like I think I stumble back. I might even fall on my butt.
Yeah. Were you holding one of those eggs?
Not yet,
Okay.
but I'm hoping to get one of the eggs
Bummer.
and fry it.
Okay, so those of you that are out on the area, you probably hear like just the crackle of electricity coming from the other room, and I'm sure that Clovis will fill you in on all the funness that just happened, if you care to, or you could just go by what I told him because that's what happened.
Okay, touch that thing, guys. Everyone should touch it. Maybe even like press your body up against it. It would feel great.
Your body. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I'm probably just gonna get shocked. I'm wearing metal.
Are you touching it?
I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna get shocked if I do.
All right.
So I'm gonna,
Spangle Lexi totally
I
trusts Clovis.
I feel really powerful, guys. I don't know what it is. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, you are playing with lightning, and it's just at your beck and call.
I couldn't do that before.
Yeah.
That's new.
So is somebody else going to try to touch it?
Spangle
I
looks
feel-
he's going to try to touch it.
I'll say I feel uncomfortable taking a boon from an evil storm god.
He didn't know. So you, Spangle, you reach your hand out to touch it, and it just feels like a stone altar, like nada.
Ah.
Nothing crazy or cool happens to you, unfortunately. Are you guys leaving?
Yeah.
Are you leaving the area, the ledge?
There's nowhere else
Without
to go out there.
investigating or looking around or anything besides the
Okay.
one thing I just totally gave you for free quickly.
What, eggs?
Yeah.
I have an egg.
Yeah, no,
investigate.
there you go.
Apparently, there's one.
That's as nice as I'm gonna get. You're using up all my nice right now. I'm like begging you to touch things and investigate things. Anybody wanna tell me what you want to do? Tell me what you want. What you really want.
What do we see? We see a nest, and what
We
else?
see
You came
like
out here.
four nests.
There was a nest with 4 eggs in it. It was a larger nest, and then to the directly on the edge or where the lighthouse meets the ledge here, there are like kind of did you ever see that episode of the X-Files where the guy is making like a cocoon out of like paper mache, and he's been making this home for him to go live in for like to hibernate in for like 30 years or something. There's those. They're making these cocoons on the side, and it looks like that's where they probably sleep. And they're partially made, but they're not all. Not all of them are completed. There are 3 of them. One of them is
3?
incomplete.
Are they specifically for the harpies?
It looks like those are for the individual harpies. Yeah.
I take my oh man, do I have one? I gotta get my sheet up. I take out my dagger and I kind of like slit one of the cocoons down to see if there's anything in it. I'll pick the middle one.
Okay. So
I'm assuming there's an opening if they're supposed to go in and out of it.
yeah, there is an opening. It's like a wasp's nest. Like there's a big hole on the bottom that they can kind of crawl up through, and then it's like a domey thing.
Well, now there's a hole in the middle that they can crawl through.
Yeah, it's much larger. They're not going to be doing any crawling because you killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give me an investigation check.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't find anything. You know that there's kind of a smell in here, like birds live in there. You know that smell of birds when they're
Bird smell.
ugh,
Yeah.
bird smell.
There's bird droppings. I stepped in some, didn't I?
No, you didn't step in any, but they're like half human, half bird, and their poop is not bird-like. So they didn't. Unfortunately, that part is humanish. So. But yeah, they just stink. They stink of bird. Gross.
And
Bird poop.
did anyone want to investigate the nest?
So, did you investigate all 3 of the little cocoons or just
No,
one of them?
he investigated one, and he
One?
his turn's up.
I say I'll check out the other completed cocoon.
Okay, give me an investigation, Jim.
Okay. Oh, what the? Oh, I had the wrong thing up. Did it go through? No.
Nope. There
Okay,
you
there it
go.
goes.
Oh, nice.
There's just a lag.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're rummaging around in this this gross bird smelling nest, and you do happen to find a potion in a bottle. You don't know exactly what it is at this point, but it kind of like when you bring it up to your eye and you look at it through the to have the light come through from the sun, it almost looks like a swirling sea, and like a tumultuous storm that's going by, but it resembles like the look of the ocean.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It is. It's very pretty.
I almost don't want to
Oh,
drink it, but I almost do want to drink it.
Yeah.
Did Beatrice? Did you slice it open?
No,
No,
Or am I like?
I'm not a heathen. I see there's a
Heathen.
hole.
Whoa, you're gonna bring religion out of it. Okay, what religion are you? Since you're talking
Yeah,
to
do
the
you even
heathen.
know?
I forgot. I forgot. I did pick something.
It's fine. I'm a heathen. That's right. But I'm just like you went in, and I'm disgusted. I'm like you came out. Your arm is all dirty, probably. I don't know.
Gross.
Well, she did get a potion though, so that's good.
I know. I'm jealous.
Had I sliced it open, it might have fallen out and splattered everywhere. So.
Listen, I'm not saying that wasn't the smartest thing to do. It was, but someone should investigate the nest.
The other one, the not completed one.
I'll check out the one that's not finished.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the investigation. I'm gonna get like a 2.
Oh.
8. Ah.
May as well have been.
Yeah, you don't see anything too special in here. There's a lot of like feathers, and it seems like they're trying to like insulate it with feathers and stuff, and they seem like harpy feathers. So.
Okay.
Spangaluxy is going to look up the side of the building and see what we see above us.
A lighthouse.
Like straight up.
Straight up,
don't
yo.
tell me.
Yo.
You see directly above you, the next story of the lighthouse. So this goes up 15 feet or so above you. There looks to be a mirrored layout directly above.
Is there a window?
No.
Is there a ledge or anything like that's just sheer rock face?
Rock. It's sheer rock.
But not like an open ledge, like not like what we're standing on, like
Correct.
where you could throw a grapple over.
Correct.
All right.
We gotta go up the stairs.
Can I investigate now?
No.
Investigate the nest. The nest.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'd like to look at the nest, please.
Sure.
A good hard look at the nest.
I come over and I'm just standing there like, you got this.
Oh, son. He barely knows his nest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
What's
notice
this thing?
this nest. It seems to be more. It's made of more like things that you would find at the beach. So it's not your traditional like
Oh, it's
twigs
a beach
and
nest. It's a beach house.
and grass. It's like
Bless you.
dried seaweed and things that wash up that you would salvage from a beach and forage. I've
Beach
been playing a
house.
lot of Stardew Valley, so if that creeps into this game, I'm sorry.
Sounds
Except not. So,
coral and
yeah. I found some coral, a sea urchin, and it's gold. So you got a gold
And
quality
an
sea
apple.
urchin.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There's a rainbow shell. Better hold on to that if you want to open up the casino. Yeah, like
There's
I
a
said.
casino in that
Hey
game?
guys,
There it is.
before we go deeper, or really not deeper but higher, like whatever the word is
Upper.
for going deeper but higher,
Upper.
like before before we go upper, like does anybody need any healing?
I'm,
I'm okay.
I don't know.
I could use some.
I'm feeling pretty
Yeah.
good.
I did take a tumble with them harpies a little bit.
Oh my. Okay.
It's just a little like pick me up, you know.
I just need just the one time.
or some
Just one time I'd be good.
Just give me a little bit.
Where
Just-
do,
just
how,
top me
how do I
off.
guess?
You
Where
healing
is
her?
I'm trying to. if
I lost
can
like
get
5.
the-
Pew. All right, so a creature you touch gains number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh, there's probably gonna be a
So 1d8 plus, what is it, 3?
yeah. Just gotta figure out where to. It's actually asking me to roll for it.
Just roll the 1d8 plus 3 and you should be fine. I think that what you need to do is you need to drag that into your attack bar from the spells, but you can just roll the 1d8 and mark it off as a spell that's used.
Right.
1d8 plus 3 equals 5.
That's what a coincidence. That's what I was down.
Boom,
Nice.
shakalaka, and there, boom goes the dynamite. Okay, so,
And myself as well.
okay.
One for me.
Damn!
Oh,
You're holding back the good stuff. Dude, it's 420. I didn't know it was like that. From
Oh, what can I
Clovis.
say? I know my
What
own
do I see
body.
out this window? Out that
Thanks,
window,
Bangle.
Clovis, you see jutting masts coming out of the ocean of wrecked ships. So you see the mast of 2 ships that are jutting out from the ocean.
Is that a window or they're not stairs down to like a ledge?
That is a window.
Okay.
We thought it was stairs too.
I don't know. You guys want stairs? Stairs look
Thank-
They
different.
look like stairs.
Thanks, Kair.
Uh-huh. No
That's
problem.
the jump off the cliff
Um,
stairs.
I vote we go up. You don't want to go up the next
Upper?
set of doors?
Yeah, let's upper it.
Let's go.
Do you want me to blast this door open? Because I can do that now. I
I
feel
don't
like I
think-
could.
Don't
I
waste
think
it.
you should save that.
Do you want to blast the door open?
All
Please
right.
don't.
No, he doesn't.
No.
No,
Alright.
he doesn't.
All right. Go ahead.
you-
Go ahead.
Doors.
You open the door instead of blasting it,
Okay.
and
I really
Carefully
feel like
cautiously
we should-
walk in.
I'll lead. Why not?
what did you say there, Corbin?
Check for traps. Check for traps.
What did Corbin say? What did you
What
say?
did I
Rich?
say?
I just said I was gonna carefully and cautiously walk in.
Yeah. So okay. So are you walking in stealthily?
Yes.
So give me a
Uh-oh.
stealth check to see how
Stealth.
stealthy you are.
Not at all.
Not very.
So you like you.
Oh, I'm rolling bad again tonight. It's gonna be a long night,
No,
guys.
no, it's okay.
Don't
Fail.
use your
You-
crossbow.
You're like, guys, let's be quiet. And you do like the whole, you get like into your like stance of being quiet. And then when you go to push open the door, it's like,
Oh.
Very long creak.
Good.
and then it opens all the way and it gives like a big thud. But nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
But you're certainly not stealthy right now. I'm gonna make sure that that's understood.
Yeah. Kind of gave it away. Yeah.
Tyre, you wanna lead and tiptoe? or
Yeah.
something?
I mean, I'm in heavy armor, but I will certainly attempt to be quiet. But I think they know we're here. So I'll lead the way. Why not?
Are you going up?
Oh yeah. I
Are
guess
there multi
we
directions?
could
This
we
we
could
go down?
Kair,
Go
I
down.
do have the mithril armor, which does let me be a little bit sneakier.
is this a door?
Wow. I was under the impression we're
Oh.
only as quiet as our loudest
Hey,
person.
now.
You
But-
you
okay,
are
if
only
wanna-
as loud
it's
quiet
fine.
as your loudest person. If everybody's moving together, but if only one person goes ahead, then certainly that one person can make moves as a stealth.
Spangle, if you wanna go ahead, try to give us like a thumbs up if we're okay. That's fine with me.
Okay.
Wait, is this a door?
It is a door.
Oh. Do we want to check out the door before we go up the stairs?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I made a
lead-
decision.
Lead the way. Door checker.
All
Why
right.
you gotta be like that? I'm gonna go through the door.
Come
Door
knock on our door.
Gotcha. Door
We're
check.
waiting for you.
We're gonna die. Oh.
Well, you are checking the door, so you do indeed. You at least open the door. Sorry, but I assume you are opening the door and moving in.
Yeah, I'm gonna move in.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah.
There is a orc sitting patiently in the corner, and he is on a barnacle encrusted chair on the south wall of the room.
Those are comfortable.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously.
they have
Orcs have
them-
thick skin.
They're like onions. Or is that ogres?
Those are
That's
ogres.
ogres.
So racist.
Sorry, that was so far off. You see a extremely, even sitting, a very imposing orc sitting in his barnacle encrusted chair, wearing what looks to be octopus hide armor. Like he looks like straight out of like Davy Jones's locker kind of thing going on.
Like-
like what?
Oh, I was saying I like it.
Oh,
I can dig it.
I like it. I love it. He's gonna give you guys more of it. So he slowly, like, as though in anticipating your arrival, because you guys have made a lot of noise. He puts one hand down on the on the chair and presses himself up and points a finger at you and says, one hand goes towards you and the other goes right here, and then he goes, and then from a point very close to you, I want everybody to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. Everybody besides Clovis.
Yeah, I was like right. I was right here, right there, right there, because I didn't hang him back because they're making so much noise.
Yeah.
So everybody besides Clovis make a dexterity saving throw.
Oof.
That's a good one, Corbin.
Wait. I am going to choose to use my advantage at this point.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
I feel as though. Son of a.
It's not great.
better.
It's not great. So let's see.
I'm not beating a 13.
Actually, you are good. Courtney is good. Spangle and Corbin, where's your dexterity?
21.
Corbin's,
Oh, it's yours.
Corbin's
Yeah,
21.
sorry, I saw the
Good.
stealth. And Corbin also saves. So Spangle, you are going to take full damage. But everybody else takes half damage, so that's something. Let
Sorry, Spangle.
me
I
find
opened
the
the
right
wrong
guy.
door.
It's just the 2, right? Okay. So those that are Spangle, you take 8 damage. Everybody else takes 4 damage. Clovis, you take 0 damage.
All right, 0 damage.
And now I'm gonna start a turn tracker, and I'm gonna reset the turn tracker that was in there. Remove all turns, clear, and I want
Make
everybody
sure
to
you
go ahead.
Click on your champ before you
Yeah,
roll.
click on your champion, and then go ahead and roll your character.
Initiative.
I'm
Why
gonna get
I don't think I've ever gotten over a 4.
Yeah, you're. Kyra never rolls well.
Not on
Initiative
initiative.
roll. Initiative
Yeah.
roll are never his thing.
I just get to go last. That's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm also the only one with a negative in Dex.
Um,
Everyone
Yeah,
else is positive a lot.
That hurts. Did everybody roll? Everybody's in there?
Yes.
Looks like it.
All right, descending. So Moscow. We're gonna go with Moscow. He sees that he's very proud of what he's done here, and he.
He just sits back down. He's like, whatever, I won.
No, he's gonna
Damn.
move slightly over, and he is going to at that point again do the same thing. So I want a dexterity saving throw from everyone again, besides
Aw.
Clovis.
Man.
13's good.
Yay.
It is not.
I'm gonna use my. Is that my advantage or is that my inspiration? If I want to reroll, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna take the hit. Never mind.
That would be your advantage if you wanted to reroll. Spangler,
That's fine.
That's a
just-
good.
I'm
You just
rolling.
don't want to have to talk.
No. I'll take 8 damage. That doesn't bother me.
Well, it was 8 last time. Corbin.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's everybody. Okay. See what your damage is.
About to be like a 15.
No, it's only 9.
Oh,
So
you're good.
9 for those that did not save all the way. So that's Corbin and Kayer, and it'll be 5 for Beatrice and Spangle.
Oh, God.
Ah, rounds up. Bummer.
Yeah, we're gonna round it up.
Rounds up for us too then.
Fighting baddie.
What's going on, guys?
Bad things. Bad
Well,
things.
Ow.
You hear the shock of a loud noise, and with that, you guys are all. I'm gonna say, dexterity saving throws under 10. Kayer, you are knocked prone. You fall down.
Ah.
Oh, the egg!
Do you have an egg on you?
He does have an egg on him.
Now I do have egg on me.
Now you have
Oh.
scrambled
Ah,
eggs.
that's egg on your face.
Whap.
It doesn't actually have to be on your face, but it definitely cracks because you're carrying a very unwieldy egg.
Bummer. All right, let's
Sorry,
take
you
off the
just kill it,
character sheet.
and you see as it cracks open that it was a fertilized egg. This was like a partially formed harpy that you've now just killed. Way to go!
Ooh.
It is lying there like twitching on the ground with every little tiny twitch that its synapses can fire off, and it's just it's really gross. It's sad.
It's really out of my way now. That's
Yeah.
fine. All right.
That's on you.
It is.
All right. Spangaluxy. It's your turn.
I'm going to see all of us like failing saving throw after saving throw and say, we need the help of the goddess right now. And I am going to cast Bless on, let's see here. If that's a first level spell and it's up to 3. So I could do it as a second level spell to get 4 of us. Or I could do it as a second level spell to get 4 because I don't have any spells. So yeah, that's going to be it then. Doop.
So who are you blessing?
Everyone but me.
Okay. Cool. Everybody's blessed besides you. Now you have to maintain concentration on that, right?
I need to maintain concentration on that.
And is it 1d4 that they all get to add to saves and attacks?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool.
Yes, and so let's see here. So that's going to be let's see. I think that's a. Do I want to do a spiritual weapon? But I'm going to use up all my 3rd level spell or 2nd level spells. I'll save that for now. Yeah, I think that was an action.
Save that for now. Oh, are you saying you'll save that for now? Like, for now, I'll save that. Or you'll saying, I'll save that
Save it for now.
Well, maybe it's like so he does seem like he's definitely a magic user there, so that's got to be the big bad guy of the place, right? He doesn't sound, if he's sitting there on a throne type thing, he wouldn't be like a second in command.
It's not a throne, it's just a chair.
Hey, he's just chilling on a
And
chair.
it's covered in barnacles. Ugh.
That could be on purpose.
And
I feel
it's,
like it kind of has to be on
it's
purpose.
kind of thematic with an octopus hide armor.
I guess so.
Your choice.
I guess I bless my team, and I'm gonna stay. Well, maybe I'll move into the room if I can figure out which one is me and grab me, and I'll. Oh, there he is. Okay, not so close. Thank you. I'll be kind of across from the room,
Sure.
over the window or something, and I'll say, "Hey, is your name Duder?"
Oh, dude, that's right, the crab.
I do not know who this duder is.
Whoa.
Tutor.
That's what an orc sounds like.
Maybe
It's got
is his
layers.
name is his name Dagger Maw? I know it's not, but
No, we don't know his name. He didn't
I
talk
can-
to the crab.
Are you
Yeah.
are you yelling that into the room from
Yeah.
where you are?
I am. Yeah, I am.
No, Daggermaw's a damn shark, you idiots.
So is it just Dagger, or are you the Maw?
Oh gosh, I can't wait to see you.
What's your name?
Mouse.
I like how you're all nice and pleasant with the person that just
Keep
tried to kill
flirting.
us all.
It's working.
Yeah.
He said. Did you wait? Did you say Mouseco?
I did, but I think it's Moscow. We're going with Mouseco because that's funnier.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. And I just start laughing because it's like I actually fall down prone.
Okay. Did you
I'm
have
just
an
saying,
egg?
You're willingly going.
I did not have an egg. I was going to take one, but I ended up checking the altar.
Well, it is your turn, so would
Yeah.
you like to use some of your movement
I'm-
to stand up?
I'm laughing.
Don't
Like,
forget the
on
lightning
the
hands. Lightning hands.
I'm not gonna lightning. That is for my show later on.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Corbin, how dare you?
Not this orc
so
trying to
I'm like,
this.
So I used half my movement to stand up, and is that my action to stand up, or just is
Just
that
half your movement.
Half your move.
okay? So I get out of my way, everyone. I can't even see him. that was my movement right there. I went 5, 10, 15, 15. Ah. Oh, haha. Oh, I see you, mouse cool. I said, how dare you hurt my friends? Especially my friend Spangle Luxie, who was in there, which I'm surprised that you moved in. You're so brave. And I go, I am going to whisper sweet nothings into your ear.
Oh, yeah.
Not you. Oh, no. You're beautiful. Keep up all the hard work you do. And actually, and by doing that, I'll use a bonus action to give you bardic inspiration on your next roll. Spangle Luxie, yeah. So it only lasts once. It's not as awesome as Bless. So I'm going to use Dissident Whispers. Oops, sorry. I apologize. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what's happening. There we go. And I'm going to cast. So it's a DC 14.
Okay.
And then if they save, they take half damage.
14 against what?
The damage is 18 plus 6.
What is the damage? What is the roll against the 14? Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
You got an 18.
Ooh, it takes half damage. So he doesn't have to move, but he's still racked with pain.
What? Can you roll the damage?
It's already there. 18 plus 6.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, 24. So it'll be 12.
12 damage. All right. Minus 12.
Wait, cast as. Wait, no, not cast as 6th level. Higher level
No.
cast. I get it.
Higher level cast. I cast it at 3rd level.
I get it.
Okay. So he goes, "Argh!" and it kind of locks eyes with you, like you're gonna get it. That's
And
the
I kind
vibe.
of look at him like this. I'm like,
All right.
I don't think either of you.
Okay, intimidation. I try to intimidate him.
Well, you already used your action, but
Ah, damn it!
Beatrice.
But that damage roll is pretty intimidating. I mean, that's solid 6s. It's
fair.
1d6 and 3d6.
That was lucky. I can't believe how many 6s I rolled.
That was a lot.
Yeah, that's more than it should have been. 18 is more than it should have been.
All right, I'm gonna wander fully into the room and draw my bow and be like, it's a little unorthodox to ask questions while trying to kill you. Do you know
So you're just
anything
gonna
about?
try to up.
No, I'm going to draw my bow and threaten him and ask for information about maybe he knows anything something that's going on with the green aura.
Yeah,
looking for.
intimidate him. Intimidate the hell out.
I was like, I'm gonna kill you anyway, or attempt to. But I want to know if you know anything about the green stuff before I do.
He said he looks at you and says, "Of course, I control this tower. It is my heart that beats here, and yours will stop soon."
Okay, so you're the one I have to kill.
Ooh.
Cool.
Thanks for
Kill,
confirming.
fat gents. So go ahead and shoot
All right,
him.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, you shoot
Yeah.
him. You shoot him good.
I shoot some good.
Let's get that damage.
7.
Yeah, Vian.
Okay.
It probably tickles him.
He takes a shot on the shoulder but it's not his casting arm, so he's gonna be okay still. Corbin.
All right. Can I get a view of him from in here? No, I don't. All right, I gotta stand in the doorway a little bit, I guess. So I creep into the doorway, and I'm gonna try to shoot him. With the longbow. He's already taken damage, right?
So from where you are right there, you definitely have you would be shooting with a disadvantage. You have to be able to see him more. You were kind of like shooting around a corner if you try to do that.
I go to the opposite corner of the room.
Okay.
And he has damage on him already, right?
He does indeed have damage on him currently.
All right, so I longbow him.
That hits. Did anybody use their inspiration that I have to mark off?
No.
Yes.
Not yet.
I did
11.
at the
Spangler
first.
did. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it 11 damage?
Correct. 11.
Nice.
11 Z's.
And I yell at Clovis, try your electric hands.
I'm like electric hands. And like the electric hands. And I started thinking,
Oh god.
Yeah.
You distracted him.
buggy, 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 buggy.
Make up a new dance.
All right, Kair.
Okay. I got to stand up, so it's half. So I got 15. So I can go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to try to. Oh no, I can't hit him with sleep. That'll hit all of us too. Yeah, that would suck.
I don't want a nap. I don't need a nap.
Yeah. No, we put too many of our teammates to sleep.
Did we determine that also targets the lowest hit point person first? Also, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can try that.
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I my options are kind of limited because I can't run up on him. So I'll just hit him with an. I'll try to hit him with an Eldritch Blast. Oh, wrong button. I needed to click it from the attack sheet.
Don't forget to add your blessing bonus.
Oh yeah, it's
It's kind of a bummer. Nobody's had to use their blessing bonus because they've been rolling crazy.
I think I hit.
Yeah, you hit.
If you want, I could add 4 to it, but I don't think it's gonna change much.
Why did it roll twice? Why are you rolling twice?
It keeps like
There's
locking up.
a lag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
7 damage.
Yeah, it looks like I whack him for 7.
Okay.
That's it from me.
That'll do.
I'll pay
It is Mouseco's turn.
Mouseco.
Have you met my brother Costco? He was hoping that the turdy little person would walk in and he could see them. So he wants to see your face there, Clovis, and
We're all gonna get exploded.
and he raises his hands and he you see lightning start crackling from his fingers and in his gnarled hand, and he kind of twists his hand around and lightning just dances on his palm, and then he shoots it straight for you, and this arcing bolt of lightning comes bounding directly into your direction. Go ahead and give me a dexterity save throw.
Right.
You're about to
Yeah.
die.
No, I'm not. You're fine.
It looks
Okay,
like you pissed him off a little bit. I'm just saying.
Okay. I was just seeing if I could do something else, but I can't. Sorry. I was seeing if it was an attack spell or just and I'm gonna add my D4 to that. Yeah. 16.
Ooh, you got lucky. You got real lucky. Okay, so let me roll this real quick.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
8d6 cut in half, still 8d6.
Sorry, I'm mathing, and then divide by 2. You take 25 damage.
What?
All right.
Ooh, that's
All-
rough.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry. Half of 25. Sorry, my bad. You don't take 25, so you take 13 damage.
That
Okay.
still hurts.
That's still a lot. All of us?
No.
No,
That's
just
Clovis.
him.
Oh.
See, Clovis had to be all laughing at the guy.
And did I fall down or anything? Did that knock me prone, right?
You saved on the
You
dex.
probably saved.
And I my clothes are on fire and I'm patting him out and I'm going, is that? I'm like, ooh, ha, ha. Is that the best you got?
Oh, the
it?
intimidation.
That's all that's gonna happen, huh?
All right,
A
Spangle.
lightning.
Yeah, a lightning bolt. That's all that's gonna happen. Spangle, your turn.
Okay.
You gonna pay some money?
The first thing, so I'm going to see that I can't really get by now that he's moved up, like without getting an attack of opportunity. And Luxie is very aware that like her blessing does seem to be helping out in this battle a bit. So she's going to shout out, "Clovis, get to the top and break his heart! Break his heart!"
Break his heart.
And I know what that means to do.
Okay. And I'm gonna, gosh, okay. So Clovis, you've been hit. What's your hit points looking at? Like Clovis, are you?
I'm half my hit points of what I was.
Okay. And is anybody else like below half of their hit points currently?
Not below half yet.
Okay, all right.
I'm
So,
one below half.
yeah,
Getting close. Getting close.
my challenge divinity is only useful when it's like for a bunch of people when they're below half. It only like takes people up to half. So that's.
I'm not at half yet. I'm like one
Not
above.
quite there yet. One more hit.
I'm not quite dead yet.
Not quite. It's like a flesh wound.
All right. So I am going. Well, Spangle Luxie is going to cast. Oh, she's going to stay right where she is, backed in the corner, cowering behind her shield. After just sticking her head out enough to, shout across to Clovis, and then she is from behind the safety of her shield, cowering in the corner. She is going to cast Toll the Dead on Mr. Spanky Head here,
Spanky.
Mouseco.
Mr. Spanky.
Mouseco.
Mr. Moscow.
Not to be confused with Costco.
Right.
Right. So he's got to do or maybe I can click on this thing, click on that thing. Doop. Right. So he's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of his points, takes 1d12 instead. All right. So what do I need to save against wisdom? What's that?
Wisdom. That's a good question. Just gonna tell me here. Spell. 12. Jeez. I had to jump my spell days, DC. But I said it, so go ahead and do it.
And as you try to save, I go. You're not even that smart with your wisdom. Look at me. I'm still standing up. And I use cutting words to lower his whatchamacallit.
Okay. Don't roll a 1. So give me your roll, but don't reduce it by just a 1. You just need anything but a 1.
I got a 6.
You reduce the heck out of it. So I take 1d12 necrotic. Is that what I'm seeing? You want to roll the damage?
Yep. On it.
I knew you weren't even that smart, Mr. Mouseco.
It was pretty okay until a second ago when you cut his when his words got cut. Oh, come on, man!
Oh.
All right.
Bummer.
Turn his hand away.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that hurts. Especially.
That one counts, right?
Yeah. All right, Clovis, it's your turn.
So, can I ask a question that I
You're
should
about
ask?
to.
I know. This stairwell that I'm kind of like in the doorway and in the stairwell. This is the top floor, right?
No.
No. Okay. So it goes up further.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna be like, sorry guys, and I'm going to run up the stairwell. I don't know how much movement I would have used to go up there, but I'm only 25, so.
But if you're running, you get double that, right?
Yeah. So you start your way up, and you'll have to scroll yourself over and to the right to see where you are now.
The other layers.
Oh no! I see me. I see. Is this as far as I made it?
No,
With a
I
dash?
just need to move the next door for you. So
Okay.
I'm doing that.
Is this? Am I at the top now?
You are not at the top. You see how the staircase goes around?
It keeps going. Okay.
Yeah. So this door, there's an opportunity to go out here. As you peek through the door and you see this looks like the roof, but the spire continues to go up, which is where that light was for sure.
Can I
You can keep going up too.
can I roll a history check to see if I remember what Nyrel, the sorcerer, asked me about the green light? If that was his, or like his, like I can't remember. The crab was talking about, Nyrel, like that, the lady sorcerer, the elf.
Uh-huh.
And I know she's been kicked out of this. She's like not resting in peace. Can I remember if that green light is hers, if that trinket is hers?
You don't have any knowledge of that, but the information that you do have is that he has said whatever is up there is his heart.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So then I use my full action then to go all the way to the top.
I think you make it to the top without any with an action still available. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
They're stairs. They're not like perfectly. So you're coming. It's not many more stairs. So the overlap on these is that you're like the ones on the bottom. Half of that is half of what you were walking up on this side.
Okay.
So you're good. So
I see this. I see this green light thing.
Yes. If you are looking as you come up the stairs, you see that this light is blindingly bright. Like as you're turning the corner, it's like looking in the sun. You can see, like, it doesn't give off the heat that you would expect from something so bright. But it is, give me an insight check.
Sure.
Yeah, you have a distinct feeling that you should probably shield your eyes at least, or not look at it at all.
And so I do that. I kind of hold my hand up to block it.
Uh-huh.
And but I don't have an action because I used all my movement to get up. Right.
No, you've got an action.
You have an action.
You're good.
Then I start rubbing my fingers together, and I'm gonna blast it with lightning.
Okay. So you are not looking at it?
I am. I mean.
It's your choice.
I am. I can't like partially look at it. like I'm not. I mean, I'm not like, like when you know where the sun is in the sky, but you're not looking directly at it.
Sure. Yeah. Well, like when you normally
trying to look
cast
at an eclipse.
But it still hurts your eyes a little bit.
Yeah. Imagine if the sun was like 4 or 5 feet in front of you, though.
Okay.
It would be really hot.
But this
So
one's not.
It's a
it's
choice.
not hot.
You just tell me if you're looking at it or you're doing this blind.
So I'm gonna go blind. I'm gonna have to look. Knowing I don't know where it is. I'm gonna have to get like a small glimpse of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at it as much as I can.
If you're looking at it, I'll let you make the attack without any disadvantage. It's a lightning bolt is what you're using. You're using one of your charges here. So
yeah,
we'll make a dexterity saving throw. Not this thing's strong suit. You hit it. And go ahead and roll me damage on it.
And it's 8d6.
Yeah.
All right. How do I roll more? I don't know how to roll. I only roll a 5. Oh, wait, no, I can do
if
this.
you just roll roll
1
8d6. And that should
roll
do
1
it.
6.
Thank you, Multimedia Ace, for the 19 months of subscription.
17.
17.
That's
17. That's what I got.
That's kind of awesome.
I think.
But I got a 1. I got a 1.
You got a lot of
8.
ones.
I got a 1, and
I don't think that works on a damage roll. I think that only works on the attack roll, doesn't it? I don't think it's every one that you can reroll.
Well, I
For
think
lucky.
you're supposed to roll 80. It's 68, not 66s.
You were
Oh, what
supposed to 8d6, not 66.
so
So
you roll 2
but
more.
yeah, but it's only on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So when you're rolling a d20.
Doesn't matter. Okay, but let me go ahead and do 2 more of those d6s.
Yes. Oh, those are much better than the first
Those
6.
those are much better than the other ones.
So you make eye contact with this gleaming ball of green, and you do feel your eyesight completely wiped from your faculties. You are effectively blind.
Okay.
You cannot see. The lightning bolt you can hear, and you when you're blind, your senses are heightened. You can feel that the lightning bolt connects with this green glowing blob in the air, and the thud that you've been hearing, the heartbeat, the boom boom, it goes out in an instant as it's been struck by this lightning. It wasn't giving off any heat, and you can't tell if it's any dimmer or darker up here.
Because I just see white.
Because no, you see
Or is he black?
nothing.
Oh, I don't
you
see
are,
nothing.
You
Okay.
are behind. So but you definitely did 26 damage to it. So
Ooh.
we don't know what that means. Anything
Maybe
else
this
that
is
you want to do
temporary
up here?
blindness.
I mean, I used probably all my movement to get up here, so
You certainly did, yeah.
yeah. I guess I just fall to my knees and I just start like, and I'm like, oh no, oh my god, and like I'm just like kind of like, oh no, I'm coming to realization of like what happened.
Sure. All right. Next in the order is Beatrice, and we rejoin you downstairs. And let me paint you a picture. Mouseco, he unknowing what happened from somebody charging upstairs, takes his casting finger and he grasps at his chest, and you see him like grasping at something, and there's an indentation that he's pushing through his octopus hide armor, and he's trying to rip it aside, and he's like a person trying to get at a gunshot wound underneath their armor, and you see that he pulls it aside, and there's a gaping hole that is just filling with green light, where you expect to see like skin. There's a big cavity that is just a light that is like pulsating and going in and out and getting dimmer and dimmer, and he says, Talos, grant me your, and he falls over and dies on the spot. He stops breathing completely, and the hole in his chest dims down into darkness.
So
Ooh.
seeing that the orc is dead, I'm going to assume something right when happened upstairs. So I'm gonna rush up the stairs to join with Clovis to see what exactly happened.
Sure.
I don't know how to get back up there though.
I think Jay's gotta make it.
Yeah, I gotta move you. Oh,
Okay.
can't move you over there. I can move you there,
It teleported into another room. Oh,
and then I can move
it's over
you
there.
here. Pew, and you're on the stairs, and then you can move at that point.
All right, I'm gonna rush over to Clovis. I see him on the ground. Oh my God, what happened?
Well, I can't
There's a
see
dead orc.
anything. I
There's a
can't
dead
see
orc
anything.
downstairs.
I can't see anything. I don't think you're listening to me.
Yes.
I don't care about a dead orc. I can actually physically see anything. What is? And I'm just start crying.
But you can't see it.
What happened?
I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well,
Well, you can see what's
what
happening.
did you do to make yourself blind and make the orc like just randomly die?
There was this green thing, and it was really bright. And not only I didn't think it was green, but I knew you guys were gonna die, and you're my friends. And I had to, and Spangle was like the heart, and it just all clicked for me. So I just ran up the stairs, and then I shot lightning bolt at it because that's what Corbin wanted me to do. And I don't even know. I'm blind. I'm actually physically blind right now. And I'm just like, I try to stand up. I I fall over the closest, whatever the step I'm on. I just fall flat on my face.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Don't
fall
do that.
down.
So
Don't
sad.
fall down.
Um,
Stay till
You
Spank.
you don't take any damage when you fall down.
Are you sure? Okay.
You're okay. So that's the information you got there from Clovis.
Yes.
Next up in the order is Corbin.
Did
I
you?
want to
Comfort Clovis.
investigate this room. Look for things
Yeah,
of
check
interest.
his body. Check
I
his body.
want to look at his body.
Take his armor. Take his armor.
Yeah. So you upon investigating Mouseco, you do find a Costco membership, and
Yeah.
it's for fantasy Costco.
Great.
Around his neck and under, but like where you didn't see it before, under his armor, he does have a conch shell.
Conch.
It is
Conch.
like an opalescent conch shell that is hanging on a thin silver chain.
I don't want to blow it.
Or
You'll be fine. Don't worry.
I'm gonna give it to Kair.
okay.
He can deal with it.
wait, are you taking it off the body?
Yeah, I'm removing it.
Okay, you take it off the body.
Take the armor too.
Does he have good armor? What's he wearing?
It's
Octopus
it's
armor,
octopus hide. It's not anything. I mean, you can certainly take it, and it'll have the stats of like regular hide armor.
You could
But
sell
it'll
it.
look cool.
You can sell it.
It definitely would
sell
not
it.
sell. It is worn and has been blasted.
It's not just
Is it-
cool.
Oh yeah, it's kind of messed up.
tentacle.
I have leather. Is it
It's
equal to leather armor
tentacle.
then? Is it the same?
Yeah, it could be like it's leather armor. as far
Is
as
it in the same condition as mine?
No, yours is much
Worse.
much better condition. It is
Better?
in worse condition. But it looks
Can't-
cooler.
Yeah.
If you want to wear octopus hide armor around, yeah, go for it. But it's gonna have the same stats as the hide armor that you're wearing.
Nah. All right, I'm good. Plus, I don't want to see him naked, so it's all right.
Fair. That's respect. So you gave the conch to Kair.
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty.
Next up in the order is Mr. Kair.
Okie doke. You know what? I will. I'll walk over to where his chair was and make sure there's no like traps or anything that we might spring. I think his chair was like here-ish. You know, upon him dying, in the hopes that this place doesn't like immediately crumble without his green creepy light.
As you touch the chair, the building shakes and it rumbles. And no, I'm just kidding. You're fine.
It makes a sound.
It's a chair.
Yeah, it's just a crusty old chair, barnacle encrusted.
Okay. I guess that we'll probably want to go up top soon, but I think that's it for my movement and whatnot. So.
Yeah. So instead of moving everybody up top, from the top, you see what's out like in the ocean. You get a much better view of the ocean outside. And I didn't mean to zoom out that much. You can see all 5 of the wrecked ships out in the ocean, and not just the 2 that you could see before. But you just see the masts kind of sticking out, little peats of flotsam from here and there, and it's an ocean. You've seen an ocean before. We've all seen oceans before, right? I don't have to
What's
go
an
into
ocean?
It's an ocean,
Wait,
okay?
what's an ocean?
Gosh, you guys are so needy. It's an ocean. Deal with it.
Saltwater?
Yeah, salt water for sure.
Yeah, that's important.
Not one of them freshwater sea oceans.
That's
You
one of
never
those-
know.
Them
This is
freshwater
fantasy world.
oceans.
You don't know.
I mean, technically, you guys don't know. I mean, how would you tell that it was salt from this height?
You'd
smell it.
You
It
would
smells like
smell
salt.
it.
Yeah, it's a saltwater ocean. Okay, there's
Smells like
sharks. in it.
asparagus for some reason.
No, it doesn't smell like asparagus.
Are you sure?
I'm
mean,
positive.
I mean, let's just take a really
Yes.
long bathroom break. I'm just saying.
Yeah, now it smells like asparagus. Gross. Ew. Okay, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
We should go talk to Krabby Man.
Or
Wait,
help your blinded
doing-
friend.
Are
Oh,
we
I
still
should
doing-
cure. Are we all upstairs together in theory here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring him down instead because it's just easier because there's only two of them up there.
But you guys, maybe.
Wait, was
maybe
there anything left over
Yeah.
of the green thingy that we
No,
could
there's
take with us?
nothing there. There it is. It
Oh,
is
okay.
vanished. There. Sorry, I did. It seems to him saying there was a green thing floating up here that was super bright does not track with you because you're like, there's nothing up here. I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about?
Just want to make sure there wasn't like anything left behind.
Beatrice, hold my hand, please. And I take her arm, and I'm really holding on to it. Like I'm like, I can't see anything. I'm blind.
I'll pat your arm to reassure you that I got you.
Oh, that's.
I feel good. I feel good.
Got
Alright.
you.
I'm just moving you guys in 2 fell swoops each, so 4 fell swoops. There you go. All in 4 fell swoops.
All right. As soon as I see
Oh, you're just
Clovis
gonna
and-
rub it in that you can see him. Gosh,
That's right.
man, that's
I'm
rough.
going to run over to him. Where the hell is he? He's over there in the corner, right? There we go. I'm gonna run over to Clovis or Spingalux and say like, "Oh, Clovis, you're so brave!" and take his face in both my hands and put her forehead to his forehead and cast Lesser Restoration, and you may which can end a disease or condition afflicting it. This one being blinded.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't think I was gonna be able to be healed from that.
Not with me around.
blind the
Your
whole time.
favorite cleric. Give him a little kiss on the forehead and send him on his way.
So your eyesight starts to kind of blink back into existence after you have Lesser Restoration cast upon you, and you still have the remnants of like when you close your eyes real hard and you see the little like spiders, so like the little dots in the sky, like the light.
Wait, when you close your eyes, do you see spiders?
Yeah, and then I try to claw them out. No, like if you close your eyes, you have like the
Little eye floaties.
yeah the floaties in your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like this better.
eye floaty spiders. Don't you guys see a spider when you close your eyes? Is that not what everybody sees? Hey,
You might
screw
want to
you.
check that. You might want to get that checked out.
I just thought
okay?
everybody lives with spiders in their eyes. Is that not a thing?
God.
Just you, man.
Oh man. I might need you to come over and cast Lesser Restoration on me, Spangle. Because now I'm feeling like maybe it's just me, and I should go to an ophthalmologist. So
See if you can
More than an
kids. You might wanna-
I'm just saying, like, if they're in my eyes, that there might be a bigger problem.
So when I close my eyes, I see spiders, and I'm horrified.
Please make me blind again. Take them away. What the hell is happening? And then that passes and you have your normal vision, but you are left with the vision of spiders that will be forever ingrained in your eyes, in the back of your mind.
I jump and grab onto Spangle, and I just say, I would never know what to do with that. You told me what's up there. That you got him talking. We make such a great team, and but I'm also like, but I have spiders in my eyes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? You've got the conch.
Conch.
Are we going with conch?
I believe it's conch.
It's
We have the
pronounced conch.
shell.
You go the pretty shell. Is real
Big-
pretty.
Big old shell.
Is
It's a
an,
whistle shell.
an opalescent shell.
Has anyone looked out to see if they can see which of these wrecks are like the best ones to hey guys, someone look out the window that can actually see, and which of these wrecks should we have Mr. Krabby explore for us?
We should ask him. Maybe he has a hot tip on which
I
ship
think
looked the
he's
best when it went down.
crab. that's never read a book. I don't
Yeah.
think he's gonna be able to tell us a whole lot of anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
he lives on this beach. He's been watching them.
So
Under
you should
the
look-
sea.
Use your perception to see which ones maybe have the biggest haul.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, I'll use my
I do.
perception.
Well, I do have a familiar that I can look through its eyes
Oh,
of. It can
Yeah,
fly.
yes, do that. Yes.
I don't know how Jay would go about that, but if you want, I can just roll perception. If that's what you want to do, Jay. I got
your
my little
owl?
my little owl.
Sure,
that has wings. It could fly.
Get out of the ocean. You son of a-
It's not in the water.
No, no,
He's
Spangle
gonna
was in
look
the
over
water. He
I
was-
just was
Oh.
trying to see if it would be
Swimming.
easier, so we could all kind of
but-
see the thing.
But I don't have a character sheet for it, so I can't
No,
roll perception on it.
you can roll a perception check. I'm gonna tell you that there are masts sticking out of the water.
No.
You're-
All
okay,
right,
well,
fine.
roll me a
Never mind.
20. I want to paint you a picture of this ocean you're looking at.
Salt in it.
Fine. Okay. Well, I guess I should go give this shell back to the ghosty lady.
Will it make a noise if you blow through it?
Probably.
That's why I was afraid of it. Maybe it does something when you blow on it.
I'm gonna give it
You
to the
put it
person
to
that
your
knows how to use
ear.
it.
You hear the ocean.
You see the walls just out. You don't even see the ocean. You're stuck looking at the solid wall where there's a window directly to your right with your nat 1. Oh, and then a dragon pees on you. So
Geez, we're back there.
yeah. So you guys are. I don't, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? I can take
Yeah.
off your turn order because we don't need that
We're-
anymore.
We're headed back to Nyrel.
Yeah.
Well,
Miral.
Nyrel first or Morale or Mr. Krabby?
Or,
Morale's in between. Mr.
Kair, go
Krabby.
for it. You have the
Did-
thing.
Well, do you
Narelle-
want to check out that second story that we didn't actually look out onto, or no?
There's
I
a
guess we
second
should-
story.
Yeah, there was a door on
I'll
the
save you
second.
Was it a
time.
room or
There,
balcony?
it
or
was
what
it was the top. It was like the roof of the room that you were originally in, where the lightning bolt the lightning rod came down. All that there was on top of it was is the lightning rod for that part of the room.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then. Cool, easy enough.
And
then, yeah.
it doesn't happen to be storming right now, so there's nothing cool that would happen.
So I'm perfectly fine to head to Miral.
Okay.
Are you just trying to say it as funny as you can so you don't mess it up too bad?
No, that's the
I'm
name.
pretty sure that's how it's said.
Miral.
Okay.
Miral.
Once I get to this little thing, I'll holler and let her know that we're here. As to not accidentally look at her.
You holler, I go back a little bit then.
You should. But yeah, we're here. We have your trinket, or we think it's your trinket. And we dealt with the orc.
You have the green glowing thing from the top?
I think we actually broke that, but we have a conch shell. It's still blessed. We're hoping it's yours.
Are you kidding me? I
Not
sent you
this
up there. I can't believe this! Ah! Roll a perception check.
What was the last thing she said?
I'm
I don't know if
Yeah,
you said.
distracted.
She said roll a
lost you.
perception check.
Oh, okay.
I was just distracted by the chipmunk.
Yeah.
Angry little chipmunk.
So you notice some chuckle coming from down the hall, like outside of her area, like over in this area, and she breaks a smile and she says,
I'm just messing with you. Thank you so much. This is great. I can finally rest. Please give me my conch. Conch. That's what we're going with.
Conch.
Conch.
Shell.
The shell. Just give me the shell, please.
I'll hand her the shell. While looking away, I'll hold it out to her.
as she grasps at the shell, conch.
Conch.
As,
Conch.
as she grasps at the shell, she begins to her like otherworldly underwater floaty like crazy scary banshiness begins to dissipate, and this light kind of starts to shine from her from like within, and her skin starts to take form again, and she you are looking away,
I was, yeah.
and
Because
nobody
we
else
can't
is in the
look on
room
her
currently.
beauty.
Nope.
Where's Corbin?
She yelled at us
He
last
went
time we looked
past.
at it.
Yeah, he's outside of the room. So she you guys don't see this, but there's light that you can see radiating from her as you are looking away, and then she
Thank you. Please go and be safe. Stay 6 feet apart from each other.
and she slowly fades out, and you hear the conch clink to the ground, and you as you turn back, there is nobody besides the conch that is laying on the ground where she had been floating.
Well, all right then. I don't know if I should pick it back up. Probably shouldn't.
Crab.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'll pick it back up and we can walk over to Mr. Krabs.
Get Krabby Patty. All right.
I don't want Krabby Patty. I want Krabby Treasure. But yeah.
You gonna tell us that it's okay to come? Yeah, we're
I
waiting
mean,
on
you
okay.
guys, Corbin ran through, so I'm not stopping anybody
Oh, wow.
from doing anything. Like,
Oh, I thought we
Oh,
were
Clovis
waiting
is in the
for you
water.
to
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
Let's wait.
Well,
Clovis,
no.
you-
I'm playing with my snap the center thing.
all right, fine.
I'm not in the water.
sharks.
Ugh, man. Yeah.
There's something cool. There's something cool I learned how to do, but now I can't remember how to do it anymore.
Then you didn't really learn how to do it.
I forgot.
Is it really learning if you can't just from memory be able to bring it back up? So you guys are going back to Mr. Krabby, and as you go past her her little hut, her little alcove, you see Mr. Krabs kind of skittering towards the where you guys are going to come down the little decline, and he looks as happy as a crab. So he's like a chair, and he skitters into your direction. It says, "Oh, how was it in there? I see the light is gone. This is good news, everybody." So he
And I'm like, wait a minute. Are you Harblin Wester?
I'm pretty sure I did like a Nomi type voice for this crab last time, but I don't.
Oh, no,
I remember you guys
you're right.
commented on it, and I was just going by memory here. Harblin, no, I don't know anybody that's that name. That's a interesting name for a crab. Have you met many other crabs?
Yeah, they're all related out this way.
Whoa, okay, no, not cool, dude. It's 2020. And in hindsight, that's a bad joke. So he says, "Oh, I see you found my master's trinket. Does that mean you're keeping it for yourself?"
Wait, I thought she gave it. I thought.
It fell down to the ground after we handed it to her, and I picked it back up.
We're gonna
Um,
give it to him.
Yeah, I
you
was gonna
Oh,
give it to Mr.
yeah.
Krabs
You-
if he wants it.
You gave it to her, and she's gone? She didn't even say goodbye. Well, no bother. I'm just happy that she is gone and she's in a better place. She's lived a tortured existence these last who knows how long because I'm a crab, you know. So he looks at you and says, "Oh, I'm sure that you would like me to go fulfill my end of the bargain.
Treasure
Yep.
would
That'd
be
be
nice.
nice.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking for? I had my idea of where I would go, but
All of
I'm
it.
not sure that you guys are as interested in carrion as I am."
No. Shiny things are nice.
No, we're more interested in checked-in luggage.
Have you seen all the ships sink around here?
Yes, I have.
Which one looked the best when it went down?
So I walk up to the crab and I say, "Thanks, Mr. Krabby," and I cast minor illusion to hold out. Like I'm looking, I think bring something back like this, and I show a treasure chest, like a wooden chest, like maybe with some locks on it. You know, and the heavier the better.
Oh, will do. I've seen something just like that before.
I say, wait a minute, make it fancier.
Okay, and so I'm like, and so all of a sudden I'm really concentrating, and I put like gold on it, maybe like an insignia of like, it says SSL for like Spangled Luxy, like it's a really big like, and I'm like, and like that's it has a key, a heart key, like, and I'm like really concentrating. I'm like, and it's as big as I can make this like this minor illusion.
Oh yes, this makes
cantrip.
more sense. I was gonna bring you a much smaller one because it's what you made me, but this I would expect a person would like very much. It's very shiny.
Sounds great.
So he starts making his way to the ocean, and he skitters his way along the bottom of the ocean towards to the west, out to sea, and about an hour passes. He's a crab, all in the end. Like it's not he can't.
What
like,
time of
swim
day is
quickly.
it?
At this point, we're looking at like 2:00. I think it's past midday.
I turn to Corbin. I say, maybe we should set up camp, Corbin.
Beach camp.
Yeah,
What we
beach-
could do is have a short rest while he's toddling off, right?
Oh yeah, you guys can certainly do short rest now if you'd like, and recover whatever you want for hit points.
Do you want us to roll our hit die?
Yeah, as many as you are wanting to recover, but he comes back and he's dragging with his good claw. He's one of those crabs that has the one big claw and the other one's like very like dinky, so it's like a big honking like smasher, and then the other one's like, it's my good claw, take my good claw.
Strong claw.
No, my strong claw. But he's dragging with that one, so it's very comedically hilarious. So he pulls it onto the beach and says, is this what you're looking for? It's been 30 seconds and I don't remember his voice.
It was a gnome. It was a
Hi,
gnome voice.
Robin Wester here.
Per Fenster Farnsworth style.
Good
They're all
news,
Farnsworth.
everybody. So he's back with the chest and is presenting it to you. He says, "Oh, I could have gotten more, but this was the biggest one. There are certainly more out there in the other ships."
Can you go get those too?
I had quite the run-in. I just barely escaped from Dagger Maw with my chitin intact. So I will say no.
Oh.
But I did see some other nice stuff in some of the other ships.
Thank you so much, Mr. Krabby.
You're welcome.
And
Frozen
Corbin,
for me.
you should or crack open this lock.
All right, I get my hand axe and try to destroy the lock.
Before you destroy the lock, can I get everybody to roll a d20 straight up?
Straight up.
Straight up d20.
Yeah, that wasn't so good. Come on. Oh, 1. And a 20.
I didn't get a 1.
I got a 1.
I got a rock.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get nothing. I'm gonna get dirt.
Got to
I got a jar
dirt.
of dirt.
Yeah.
I got a jar of dirt.
So I'm going to real quick, while you are describing how you guys are opening this, I'm going to message Anthony secretly. Hopefully this goes through. secretly.
Ooh. Except we'll see it on your screen.
Whoa.
I'm
Like,
gonna try.
your
You know,
20.
Jay, do you know about the turn off? Like you can mute, you can like have a separate conversation with him. Like, and my brother does that. Like where his screen and like you'll go gray and he goes gray. Oh no, you're not. That's within Roll20. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Well, we're in roll 20.
You're
Yeah, no,
probably-
he uses. We use Roll20 for the videos too. So never mind.
Oh, okay. Then Anthony, I'm going to text you outside of the game then. Real quick.
Okay.
Hey, Anthony, what's texting you?
What'd
I
you
don't
say?
know.
Well,
I'm gonna read it out loud.
Please
for
don't read it out loud.
everybody, 'cause- yeah, that's fine.
I can't.
I
Find
imagine we open up this chest with our hands. He said to explain how we open it. Also, I wouldn't hate the idea of going out into the water and trying to get more treasure.
Yeah,
But we
I'd
might
be
need a
open to that.
boat.
Did you hear about the shark?
Where the heck?
Yeah,
is-
Daggermaw.
Okay,
That's one-
we can't. Why don't we plant some trees right here, and slowly over time we just keep planting trees until we take the water over.
I don't think we've got. I am a human, and I don't have that kind of time.
Okay.
You sure?
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a human lifespan.
I kind of look at him. I'm like, "Are you sure you don't want to do that? Sounds awesome."
I thought like planting trees was a thing.
Not to overtake the ocean.
Well, I for one am fully on board with with going out for more treasure. I mean, we beat this mean old orc, and you know what's the point of like doing good deeds if we don't get rewarded for it?
It's got a point.
Well, I will protect you from the. Ugh. Can I walk on the
Ugh.
path? I'm not a great swimmer.
Well, you guys could certainly like go from you could go back to the lighthouse and kind of like try to scale down the side of the walls to get closer to them.
Let's do that.
If that's I mean that's an option.
Are
You
we
don't
gonna
have to
open
swim
this
from
chest
where you
first?
are.
Or
I'm
we
just
could-
waiting for Anthony's response. I sent him a message.
Oh, they're texting each other. Okay.
7, 8. I recovered 8 hit points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And has anybody else that wanted to use hit dice used their hit dice?
I've used my hit dice, but I sucked down a lot of spells, so Spangle Luxie would definitely be in favor of getting in like a long rest before we take on Mr. Sharky Pants.
Sure.
Jay, I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your response. Okay, so you hand axe crack open that that's very kind and benevolent of you, Anthony, especially considering you share a domicile and a last name with one of the people. And I'm glad it
What
worked
did you
out.
do?
So, no, he left something up to chance that he could have made a
it's
decision
D&D.
about. That's very kind of you. It worked out in your favor that you won't be sleeping on the couch. But as you crack open this very, very large and ornately filigreed chest, there is a longbow in it that is it is gorgeous. It makes the ones that Corbin and Beatrice have been shooting for days to just look like trash. And it's like this beautiful like oak, and it's really nicely polished, and it has these runes that are etched into the side of it in like the silver filigree, and it's just calling to Beatrice. And you feel an instant connection with it. That the magic that's emanating off of this longbow is just like it is calling to you in your mind to grab me, just freaking shoot arrows from me. So it is instantly attuned to you, and you get a +1 longbow, which had a very good chance of going to Fritch instead, I might add. So
You rolled for it, huh?
50.
he did.
Thank you.
He straight up rolled for it, and I think that's all that you could possibly ask for. But that was
Thanks, Ant.
yeah. I don't
Thanks
even
for
know if
rolling
you
for it.
thank Anthony on that one, because really, it was
He's
a
fair.
very
I like-
benevolent thing to do. For all parties involved. So are we going out to fight sharks now or no?
I mean, I got
Yeah.
a new longbow I need to play with. So
I don't
Yeah,
think
we
you can
gotta-
see the longbow in the
we-
water so well.
It's gonna
Yeah.
do less good in the water.
Yeah, I think you roll at disadvantage.
What
but
if you're shooting
I've-
straight down? No, that won't.
Come on, guys. I know what we can do. Let's go back and bust out that window and tie ropes to go down the ledge.
Well, we should ask Mr. Krabs which ship he actually pulled that from, so we don't go to that ship.
Look at you smarting yourself up there,
Ooh.
Anthony. Mr.
But he's a crab.
Krabs, give me an insight check before he answers this question for you.
Why can't you do smart things like this in real life?
That's rude.
So Mr. Krabs
Hey,
looks
can I
at
have that
you-
bow, Ant?
He almost didn't do a smart thing. So Mr. Krabs looks at you very sheepishly, and he says, I went to the first ship that I found. I went to the first ship that I found. It was just around the corner. It's the one in the northernmost part from where we are right here.
Goes north.
I'll honestly no. He's giving you a cardinal direction because it helps you dum-dums. Okay, he does not know north, east, south, or west, which I have trouble with and have to do. Never eat shredded wheat. Every single time, it's just in my brain. That's how I remember it. Yeah, it is soggy stuff. So, I will scroll it on over here. He went to this one. And he gives you a little bit of information that actually I told you he couldn't read, so I'm not gonna retcon Mr. Krabby here. So he went to that one and he got this nice chest from there, and he assures you there wasn't much left in there. It seemed like only one thing per ship is my guess. So don't waste a bunch of time looking in that one.
Could you ding it on the
Yes.
map?
This one.
Okay, all right.
Top
Pew,
one.
pew, the northernmost one.
Yeah.
What's the shark's name again? What are we afraid of?
Dagger Maul.
Dagger Maul. All right.
Yes.
So I think before we do this, we should take, I guess, a long rest, right? Like sleep before,
Yeah,
or
I make
are
camp
we
on the
gonna end up
beach. We
missing
can chill.
Before's concert?
I'm gonna tell you.
Dagger Maul can eat us from the beach.
Tornado
The
shot.
tide comes in, we don't survive. Yeah.
No, you have a choice to make.
We
You
made a path.
very realistically will be late to get back if you spend another day resting.
I want to see the concert, guys.
We don't need to rest. Let's just do it.
You can do it and not rest, or you can rest with the chance, and it'll essentially be a 50-50 chance that you don't make it back for the concert.
I can't make that.
And we will leave it up to the roll.
Let's
go.
use Mr. Orc as bait. And we'll make a great big fish hook with something. And we can use Mage Hand or Unseen Servant or something to kind of like jiggle him about. So Mr. Shark is going to come eat him. And then the shark bites and we pull his big shark ass out of the water and we stab him up real good.
Do we
Damn it.
have anything to actually pull up a multi-100-pound shark?
Does he like butter skulls?
I mean, who doesn't? A good butter skull is like a good chair.
I still have mine. Could use it as bait.
Come on, people. Let's get going. We'll figure it out on the way. We're good on
Gotta
like
see
that.
the concert.
Yeah, just jump in the water. Who cares? Let's do this. Move.
No.
I'm just saying, you got.
Actually, we don't have to haul him in. We just have to have him so he's hooked and stuck somewhere else. So long as we can put that rope like someplace
yeah, we just
else.
need to anchor the rope to something on land, and he can just do whatever he wants once he's hooked. As long as the rope doesn't break.
Yeah.
I was
Our
like,
hemp ropes.
How
only
good is
hold
a
so
lot
long.
of hemp rope?
Your hempen rope that's gonna hold a multi-100-pound shark. Yeah, what you know of sharks is that they're big, and
They
they're
eat things.
they're between 15 and 20 feet long. So they are sharkpedo Pokemon that will, destroy you.
So Jay, I start dragging this body up to the top of the tower.
Okay.
I think because we should throw him off the top.
Okay. So
I'll help.
you're gonna go up there too, I assume.
Yeah, why not?
Claire,
put
up
us
to the top.
Okay, and I leave my rope down there for I leave my 50-foot of rope down there with Corbin, and I say I want that back.
Shark might not agree with that. but
Sure.
I've also got 50 feet of rope too.
I also have 50 feet of rope.
So
Well, you might need to tie it together, but that's like I leave it there for, you know, and then I'm like I just wait for them to tie on the rope, and I'm like I'm gonna throw the body once you guys get everything set.
Okay.
But
So
what do we have
is,
like?
yeah,
for
what
a
is the
hook?
plan here? You guys have
know.
you first off, you are up in the air from sea level. You're a good like 70 feet in the air
From where they are.
From-
Okay.
Super
from
high
where you
isn't
are.
needed here.
Right. I'm just
Like,
trying to
what about the harpy nest lookout over here? Come over to me. The lookout where the harpy nest was, that looks perfect.
So yeah, that's like
Yeah,
that's
very
like
good.
30 feet above the water.
Okay. We drag the body down, and I'm not careful with it. I'm just like it's bam, 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 bam down the steps.
Oh, so
You're
irreverent.
An arm
tenderizing
and a
it.
leg,
You're
yeah.
tenderizing it for the shark.
So messed up.
Very, very courteous of you.
And I'll give him my butterskull to really make it extra baity.
Okay.
Bleh.
Are you just making it like juicy?
You just want to use a. You just want to.
Who doesn't like a butterskull?
You just like saying butterskull.
Yeah, I do.
So you've smeared the butterskull over the
Yeah.
the
I
body.
realize you're giving up your butterskull now.
Got to use it for shark bait here.
And give me an insight check. Just as you are about to smear butterskull all over, you have that remembering, like you remember. Wait a second. This is how the one guy like sustained his entire economy, was selling these. How much were they selling for in that store? And you remember, oh yeah, they were like 50 gold a piece. I don't know if I should really use this like ornamental novelty butter skull as I don't know, but I guess
That's a ripoff.
as your
All right.
I think you should hold on to it.
I'll hold on to it.
Yeah,
Alright.
butterskull. Like,
It's just butter. All right.
Yeah. So you want me to tie a rope onto this, Corbin?
We
Well,
got
I
an
mean,
anchor from up here. throw it
why?
in the water.
He's gonna rip it out. Like this is just for distraction. We throw this body, and I start mage handing it out into the water, and you have probably 10 minutes to explore the ship.
Mage hand, I believe we talked about, can lift
30 feet.
30 pounds. How many pounds?
I know it's not lifting. It's just I'm pushing him through the water.
Just trying to wiggle it.
Yeah, I'm just pushing. I'm not gonna lift him up in the water and dangle him like this. I'm just pushing.
All right, well, then
Yeah.
throw him over here, like real far, and then that'll give
Well,
us some time.
I'm gonna throw him over and then push him out, like swim him out.
And I can push too. I can mage hand as well.
Okay.
So
All of
Yeah.
us have mage hand.
I'd like you guys successfully attach a string to this, a rope to
We
this.
don't-
No
I don't-
problem.
I
No,
need-
we don't need
a
rope.
Okay,
We
no
don't need
rope.
rope.
Rope is done. We're not using rope.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They're using a rope to climb down to the ship.
okay. All right, so so go ahead and ping where you're throwing the body on the map.
As far away from the boats.
All right.
No, like here, right?
You know how far that is?
That is
I can throw him right here down this mountain.
you're
And then I'm
Actually,
going-
we should drag him to the other side, like all the way around, like over here.
They might not even notice.
Because if he swims around to over here,
It's
And
the
we could,
same.
like-
It's the same 35,
I'm
35.
gonna get him.
No, but
I'm gonna-
the
But
reason that it's going to be able to go this 35 is because gravity is going to take it down this cliff. You can't
Right.
throw a body 35 feet
Yeah.
and expect it to
Right.
like land in the water. It's gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna be able to shove it
Alright.
and it's gonna go. Blub, 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 blub,
Yeah, and
it
then when it
splashes.
splashes, I'm gonna start making it swim with Mage Hand over here. So you're gonna go to the ships over here. So you're gonna come out of this room. You should bust the window over here in the room where he killed that guy, and go down those ships.
All right, so I think, yeah, Beatrice
But there-
and I will both take a ship. We'll do 2 ships at once with this, right? Or should we try 3 and get Kair or somebody?
well,
Kair's in heavy armor. I don't think he's swimming a whole lot, but
Should
I'm
3
welcome to
people
give it a
go
shot.
for each?
While you
one right now?
discuss, I'm gonna be right back. I didn't
Oh,
give you
chance.
guys a
Okay.
break, but you guys keep discussing because we've only got another 11 minutes, and I might be able to
Okay.
kill you in 11 minutes. That sounds fun.
oh, I was gonna say. So we've got this bridge here, right? The where the land bridge over to the island. coming in from the east, right? So if we get that shark all the way around to like just get him to come all the way around the island, like past the north all the way around to the east, then it's going to take him way longer to go all the way around the island to go back and find us if we can lure him over there. You know what I'm saying?
If he's getting into the shallows, let's just beach him. Let's try to get him all the way up there.
Do you want to? So, are you talking not throw him over on this side, but throw him over on the other side?
So we're gonna have to lug this giant orc's body over
on
there.
the side where the path was. Yeah.
If
So, and
I think there's a couple of harpies and shit like as well. So I don't
Okay,
know.
they've probably already been eaten.
okay. So we'll drag him over. We'll drag him over to the other side and throw him. I see what you're talking. I see it.
Yeah.
So you're talking like over this way.
If there's only the one shark, I mean, if it's all shark infested, then
Judging
Yeah,
by
it's-
these shadows that I see, I'm going to say it's shark infested. Because I see 1 shadow, 2 shadow, 3 shadow. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
it's just a
that's just the
repeating
map.
picture.
Yeah.
That's possible. But my thought, if we are indeed trying to lure a shark away, is one of us could actually go. I don't know if you can see my ping, but all the way to the other side of the beach, attach a rope to the orc, drop him from, have him here, have someone drop him, and then
Hey, Jason,
pull
are
what?
you back?
You gonna get in?
When we
No.
were in the tower, how many shadows did we see? I just rolled a 19 history, so I'd like to know how many shadows we saw when we were at the top of the tower.
I love that that's a history check. Like you've read that in a book. Oh, let me just
Memory?
Let
Is
me
there
think
memory?
about that. What was my memory on this from class? Oh yeah, I think it was 3 sharks that I saw.
What
in
would
the
you like
water.
me to roll for that to remember what we did in the lighthouse? I'll roll.
I feel
you-
like a 19 is probably fine.
of history?
Oh, no.
No, it's not a history check. I'm not giving you that. You
He just wants me to roll again.
no, you all that you guys perceived, all that you saw, all that anybody checked for was the water, and you saw shadows in the water. You saw things swimming in the water. You didn't identify anything.
But there were
besides,
many,
There
right?
were definitely more than one. You saw more than one
Okay.
shadows kind of swimming through the.
That's all we wanted to know.
the
Okay, so
ocean.
there's multiple
Right.
sharks.
We're gonna
Alright.
assume
And it has
multiple
been
sharks.
alluded to that there are sharks, plural, out there, and that Dagger Maw is the worst of them.
Okay,
All right.
this changes things.
So I don't think one orc body is really gonna do any good.
You're right. That's why I just say
Apparently.
throw it in, and go and try. If you are successful, you're successful. If you're not,
You're dead.
yeah,
Why don't
you know.
you go and check it? I'll stay up here.
sure. I'll do it. Yeah.
All right, so what's going on?
I think
Are
we
you-
should check one boat at a time if we're going to check boats.
We don't have that much.
How do we protect the swimmer?
Oh, are only one person going into the water at once?
No, I was saying I think we should check one boat at a time.
Okay.
No.
How about we just
Not
check?
all spread
How
out.
about we just check one boat and then
And then
We
take it
only
from
have
there.
so much time before we see the concert, and hopefully we live to see the concert.
It'll be worthwhile.
I like what Beatrice is saying. Okay, so someone throw the body over and I make it swim. Whatever you want to do, do your elaborate tie the rope thing. I think it's just throw it over. I think you'll be surprised it's not going to work as the way we want to, but but let's try it. And someone kick out this window, and let's go down and I'll explore this. This ship right here because it's in the middle.
Let's,
I'm gonna cast light on the body or part of the body as well, just to make it that extra more enticing.
Okay.
let's,
Shark baity.
before we start climbing down this cliff, maybe we should drop a rope so that we can actually use it to climb back up.
That's that's
so we're
exactly.
not-
That's what I yeah.
SOL.
Yeah, no, I'm tying it on. I'm tying this rope onto this cliffside. Jay said it was 30 feet. I have 50 feet of rope, so I think
Okay.
we'll be good.
Cool.
So Jay, kick out this window right here.
Windows straight kicked out. You are John Wicking it big time.
Okay.
I assume
there
that
any-
John Wick kicks out windows. Does
He
he?
does.
You haven't seen it yet, have you?
Still haven't seen it.
Is he is there anything to tie this rope onto?
Yeah, there's like a rope tie right there.
Cool.
Well, that's convenient.
It's
Okay.
tied.
That
It's
was easy.
tied full blown. You are descending. Look at you. You're
So-
repelling.
Full anchor.
Okay, so I'm doing this very stealthily,
Okay,
and I'm
give
looking
me,
down.
Give me an athletics check as you stealthily go down the side of this cliff.
Athletics check. Great. This is going to be wonderful.
It's your
Are we
strong suit.
swimming with the rope tied too?
No, you're not coming. You guys are staying there.
Yeah,
You,
but
you
are you
scaredy
descend,
cats.
you descend the side of the cliff with ease.
Okay. And I want to. What do I see? I'm not going to just jump into the water, but like I'm like hovering around like 5 feet of the water. Water's like lapping or whatever it is, crashing. The waves are coming in and out, making me a little sick. What do I see? Do I see shadows around? Like,
Can you
I
move
mean,
to where you are planning to go to?
I'm gonna go to this ship right here. This is the one.
Okay, so that's where you're hanging out. As far
Yeah.
okay. You just see the waters gently lapping up against the side of this rock that you are rappelling down.
Does what do you guys see from up there? Anyone see any shapes in the water?
I'm watching with trepidation, so I guess I'll
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check, Spangle. If you are saying that you are watching with trepidation.
I feel like this Spangle and then.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you notice there's a dark shadowy figure. Nope, just the first one.
Sorry, I didn't see you come up first. Sorry.
You see a dark shadowy figure that looks like it's moving in a southeasterly direction right here. That's what you see from where you are right now.
Okay. Did we dump off that body yet already? I can't remember.
I don't think anyone threw it off.
So
I'll run over and push it off. Then.
Is anyone throwing the body over? Are we going to do that?
Yeah,
plan?
we'll throw it. Yeah, Kyer and I will do it.
Yep.
Okay.
I assume we're chucking it like southeast, right?
Yes.
just ping where you
Okay.
want it to land.
My ping's not going through.
Just
But
you know how to hold down on the map.
there
okay.
it goes.
You want it over
Do you
there?
want to walk it back down the path and like put it in here, like this way?
That's gonna take a really long time.
And I
we-
assume that's been pulped up real good, right? Because you were not being careful with it.
No, we were not being.
Obviously.
Okay.
I stuffed
a-
some rations in it too, by the way.
Oh,
I have
nice.
rations.
Some rations.
Sharks.
All of our problems in this game are solved by rations.
Yeah, rations
Can't
and
hurt-
hempen
can't
rope.
hurt.
So is it? Let me get a Corbin. Give me a. Who threw the body over?
We both did, like arms
Yeah,
and
one of us.
legs, like you swing it together.
Okay.
One of those deals.
Then you were both focused on that.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. Then nobody sees anything when the splash happens. You can both give me a perception check.
Boop boop boop.
Yikes.
Yeesh.
Corbin.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
You
You
know
guys
what?
really were
You know
paying
what?
attention.
I'm gonna use my advantage and reroll.
Okay.
Oh,
thank
Kaya
goodness.
loses his
I'm gonna
advantage.
laugh. You
That's
get a 1.
much
Oh,
better.
There you go.
Better.
Yeah, so you notice there does seem to be some movement of some shadowy figure that's starting in this area that's moving its way over towards the splash to investigate.
Okay.
And
But
don't
only-
forget the
only
body
that.
has a light spell on it for 10 minutes.
Only that one shadow, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You saw something in this area start moving. Dun-dun, dun-dun.
This area or this area?
No, where I'm pinging, not where other people ping. This.
I don't
starting-
know.
starting
I don't
here.
see where.
Does it not
I
show?
don't see your. No, I don't see your. Oh, I see it. Okay,
I have to
I
look.
saw a blue ping. I saw it. I saw a
It
blue
was,
ping.
it was blue, right?
No,
I
it was
saw
not. Or mine is not blue. I
This
don't
is
know.
red, I think.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, it's a red.
do you not see? Do
But
you see that?
I have to look on the stream to see it.
Where the
Okay, so
heck-
starting-
I see it now. I see it.
Starting
I
in
see it
this
now,
area, it's going towards the body.
Okay.
Right. And then you
I'll-
said Spangle saw something. Spangle saw this one moving
Spangle
in
had
the.
Spangle had seen some shadowy figure in this general area, kind of moving. Looked like it was going in between these two ships.
Okay.
All right. I'll holler over and let Clovis know that I see at least one shark moving away from him. I assume he can hear me. I'm not that far away.
Yeah, he can hear you.
Yeah.
So guys, before
That's
Clovis hops in the water, I'm gonna say it is 10:30. So we probably want to call it here. So because you guys could, if you so choose, you could end up spending a lot of time searching all these wrecks for potential treasure. and I don't want to limit you on that or feel like you're rushed. So since you didn't sleep, everything is exactly as it was. You have as many spell slots and hit points as you have, and we're gonna go ahead and call it with a body in the water and sharks on the move.
Oh my god, it's literally a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
dun,
cliffhanger.
Tune
is
in next
real.
week. Find out what happens on the Real House-elves.
New thing.
Guys, thank you so much. We are going to take a 5-minute AFK and run an ad, and just in case some people happen to hop in later, and we're going to play some Overwatch afterwards. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing D&D with us and watching us play D&D and all the bits and the subs and the fun stuff that happened. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And we will see these guys from this to that side next week on Monday evening from 8 o'clock till 10:30. So we'll be RB.
Bye-bye.